kind that can only happen around Jake and my parents.
Oh.
Dude, I don't know how how it works out for them because I never have these issues, but like none of his passwords match, like none of his emails are recognized. Like that's not a real username. It's like, bro, I know it is because we just used it last week. Like I don't know what's going on. So we're gonna have to dedicate. We got on half an hour early to get this stuff sorted out.
Hilarious.
And clearly that wasn't enough time.
Yeah.
So sorry about the delay, guys.
Sounds like there was no amount of time that was going to be the right amount of time.
No, it's gonna be a whole big thing this weekend.
That's funny.
Well, your headset sounds great.
It does.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if the sound quality is better.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's really
I think
good.
it's a lot. It's nearer sounding.
Yeah. I got the exact same headset that Jake has, except mine is black and not purple because the purple one was $10 extra and cheap. Wanted the purple one, but it was 10
cheap
extra
or
dollars.
frugal.
I mean, tomato, like
Yeah.
a little bit of both, probably.
What side of the bed did you wake up on, basically?
Right.
Describe myself as a budgetarian because I was like, yeah, I mean, I don't really have much meat at the house, and this one guy I was working with was like, "Are you vegetarian?" And I was like, "Well, I'm a budgetarian."
Oh, that's funny. I like that.
Expensive.
That's like some guy I met was making a joke about how there's all these different religions, and he said, "I'm a pescatarian," as if that was his religion. I can't remember how it went, but it was pretty funny.
No, I had a friend. So in the South, one of my the Presbyterian church is big, and one of my sorority sisters, pledge sisters, she was telling everyone she was a pescatarian. And everyone would start asking her about like the hymns and what she thought about going to that church. Completely not Christian. Not. Knows about it, was not raised it. She goes, no. Like, I'm great.
That's funny. It does sound a lot like it's a religion. Oh. That's like a coworker of mine said, if the word felony didn't mean what it meant, it'd be a really nice like name for a woman. It's like, I don't know, maybe, I guess. Reminds me of Melanie, so I guess I see where you're going with that. Speaking of which, actually,
has named their child Felony.
We had our third calf born today, and her name is Melody. So, that's exciting.
That's exciting.
Very nice.
But I will shift us into the game mode here. So, thank you for joining me in another session of the Tomb of the Nine Gods. We're currently on level 2, and I'm going to give us a little bit of recap from last week. It might be kind of in depth, but Liz didn't get the benefit of hearing it last week. Well, week before, I mean. So I wanted to let her know you descended into level 2. You found the room where the tomb dwarves were sort of creating tomb guardians out of dead bodies of adventurers. Ended up slaughtering those tomb dwarves. You headed south, and then you found a fork in the road. You went left, and it's actually right on the map if you're looking at it, but that took you to a secret wall. Through there was a very odd pool, which ended up being a magic scrying pool where you could see through the eyes of a tomb guardian that was walking through one of the levels of the tomb. You're not sure. You ended up meeting the deep gnome druid, circle of spores, Zen de Firnaz, which is definitely not part of the campaign, but I just wanted to bring in a fun DM PC just to lighten the mood a little bit and maybe give me some more options when stuff hits the wall. Then you doubled back, opened a door, and found the chamber of withers the undead sort of janitor or custodian of the entire tomb, actually. And due to a fatal error on his part, which is really my part, I completely missed an extremely important item that would have gotten him out of there without dying, but you all killed him anyway. So he's dead, and you explored his room and found some clues, and so that's what I'm going to end up reading. But I see I have some messages here.
His mistake was existing around Gedlin. That was his biggest mistake.
Right.
Well, that guy has to die immediately. Like, that guy can't live. We're not gonna let that happen.
How dare he?
Like, I don't care what you. Like, I don't care if you're saving orphans. You're a zombie. You're dead. Like, I don't
Are
care
you
what your
guys
excuse is.
able to see the map then? Is it working for you now?
Not me. I think it might be an issue with my browser. It's like the whole page doesn't seem to be loading correctly, so I'm going to try a different one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me know if it doesn't get any better, because it could be possibly on my end. I could do something.
Okay. Yeah, if it's working for everybody else, I'll just try a different browser for now and see how that goes.
Okay. All right. Let me get into a little bit of exposition. It's going to take me a moment, but this stuff has been pasted into, I believe it's the Roll20 chat. A little bit, but I can also cross-post it to the Discord. In fact, I'm going to first give you the note that you found in Wither's room. All right, here goes. The Master returns with a marvelous gift, a cast-off creation of the gods, dead and yet not. The all-seeing eye is blind to its existence, and the mother of illusions looks past it. The sweet irony. The Master hopes to raise the creature to power by glutting it on souls. The Master has brought the Sown Sisters here to nurse it and to help build the device needed to feed it. As for me, I am only saddened that my studies shall one day come to an end. I owe the Master much for the time he has given me. I can only work harder in the little time that remains in this world. That is the note of Wither's journal. It's just an excerpt. You also find some open books with some history. One of them gives you this account of what has happened in Omu. After Acererak, the Archlich, murdered Omu's trickster gods, he enslaved the Omuans and forced them to carve a grand tomb under one of the cliffs surrounding the city. The Archlich devised brutal trials for each burial chamber, and sprinkled riddles and illusions throughout to deceive intruders. When the building work was done, he fed his slaves into the death trap in order to test its efficacy. The Archlich turned on some of his victims into he turned some of his victims into undead and flesh golems, then locked them inside the tomb to serve as guardians. Acererak then resumed his wanderings. In his absence, the tomb has snared adventurers from faraway lands and harvested their souls to feed his phylactery, which has remained hidden on another plane. Every few decades, Acererak returned to tinker with his dungeon's traps, add treasure to its vaults, and reap a bounty of hoarded souls. His planar wanderings have influenced the tomb's mismatch of architectural styles, and have populated it with a strange set of deadly monsters. On one of his journeys through the cosmos, Acererak stumbled on what is called an atropole. That is, the fetus, the dead fetus, of a young god that was just born. He brought it to Toro, that is this material plane, and ensconced it into the cradle of his tomb, and began feeding it necromantic energy. He was hoping to transform it into a deity, one able to claim dominion over death. Once this atropole was nourished, Acererak's goal was to slay it and become the god himself. And that is the information that you glean. Okay, so now that you have that context, we find ourselves in the hallways and study / workroom of Withers. Withers is laying dead on the floor. He has not been searched yet. Don't see Doffers
Let's
token on
rifle
that.
through his pocket for loose change.
Absolutely. I wanna find those little knickknacks out of
You are so quiet right now.
elections.
Is she a little quiet? I kind of wondered.
Am I a
Yeah.
little quiet? Okay, hold
Yeah,
on.
I cranked her
pretty
up to
quiet.
200.
All right.
Yeah, and you're still quiet.
Yeah, same.
While I work on it, but like Beckner was a weak youngling, little punk. Should have stayed alive, and I took all of her stuff too. So I have all of Beckner's little knickknacks and everything, and I'm gonna get my own little knickknacks and everything.
That's funny.
That a little bit.
Does anyone want to search Wither's dead body?
Absolutely. I would love to search Wither's dead body.
One second. Do I sound clearer now?
No.
Same.
I'm not noticing much difference.
Oh, input volume. That would help. Is that a little bit better?
Oh yeah,
That's
that's way
much
better.
better.
Much different.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
sorry. I'll put up the output volume because I'm dumb.
That's okay. That gives me some control over how loud you come through on my end, so that works.
There we go.
Oh.
Okay.
Awesome, thank you. Okay.
So yeah, the rest of y'all can go look for money and stuff. I don't care.
Okay. Okay. Upon searching Withers, you find that he is wearing an amulet.
An amulet, you say?
Yes. The amulet has, at the end of the chain, it would be a black skull carved out of dark ivory.
This looks like some bad necromancer stuff.
Looks quite disconcerting.
I'm gonna hand it to Zorn. Like, Zorn, can you
I don't want it.
check this out? See what this is? See if we have to destroy this. I don't like. I'm assuming we're gonna have to destroy it, but I'd like to verify.
I'll hold it while he inspects it because I can tell he doesn't want to hold it.
I was very specifically
Yeah.
not gonna touch it. Yeah, it looks evil.
Huh,
I don't
can't
want
hear
it.
Liz even though she's talking.
She's muted.
Oh, I see. I see. There, holding it, you don't feel anything odd. Like you don't get the sense that it's dangerous. It seems to be an amulet. It's an odd looking one. I mean, in a tomb, it's not surprising that it would be shaped like a skull.
Also possessed by a servant of a necromancer who may be a necromancer himself.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything on the amulet or like within the room or the pair that would remind Marika of any kind of like lore or anything like that? That you may know? Because I know he's been out and like gone different places, so maybe not everything, but like.
You recognize
Is there
some history written in a particular scroll about the surrounding area of Elmu, and it
Okay.
it ends up confirming your suspicions on. I'm gonna just roll with you having similar knowledge to Vecnu, that it confirms some of your suspicions about the Fane of the Night Serpent and Ross Nisi, and in fact, you do find a special portion that talks about how Ross Nisi has been fooled by a Sararak into guarding the entrance to the tomb. Little does he know that he is just a tool being used by a Sararak, and a Sararak may kill him at any time he wishes.
not being used as a tool anymore.
Mm-hmm. That's right. Yeah, well, he's definitely dead. Not to come back anytime. Okay, well,
It was definitely a tool, says Marika. That's what it was. It was for sure a tool.
Oops. What did I just do?
Come on, inside.
There we go. That was an accident. Anyone want to investigate that amulet?
I'll investigate it if you
I
want.
do, yeah. Oh, can I investigate it? I have a +5.
Oh, sure.
for
I
it.
think you could probably one of you could assist the other if you want.
Yeah, I'll assist you. I also have proficiency in investigation, give you advantage.
I bet.
I'm holding it while
Roll it.
dangling it in front of whoever's investigating.
I become hypnotized.
It's a group effort.
Yeah.
Marika's just doing this. Like, it's not getting hypnotized. She's
Zorn's
just
holding the
following along
torch
with
up to it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, Zorn's backing away. Zorn's like, don't want any part
okay.
of this.
Kill it with holy fire.
Yeah.
He's holding the torch with the light at the very end like this.
Yeah.
Like, can I get far enough away from it? 16.
16. You can tell that it is a magical amulet. There's some form of ability that it grants the wearer, but you can't glean that with just investigation. You would need to spend a short rest and make an Arcana check in order to glean what it does, or potentially wear the amulet and see if you can trigger it to do its action.
Zoran, is this more up your wheelhouse on that one?
Not at all.
Okay.
It sounds more
know,
magical in
like-
nature than divine, so I doubt I would gain anything from it.
No, I think it's a very it's still too mysterious for me to want to get that close to it
I'll roll the dice on
to
it.
try to work with.
You want to try to wear it?
That'd be my guess.
Yeah, I'm gonna give Davri my sword. Not that it's actually gonna help him because I can just summon it again, but so it's not in my hands in case I go full crazy. It'd be like, be prepared to knock me out, and wrestle this thing away
You just
from me.
noticed that
I
Luke
think-
is sitting with her atlatl in her hand, like, I'm just playing with this fidget.
No, by all means, just bash me in the back of the dome if I start acting
Right.
goofy.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna just very lazily and preliminarily tie your hands.
That's good. I'm
Like,
good with that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't put a lot of effort into it, but yeah.
The thorn growth around him. Like, you can do whatever you want now.
Okay. Cool. I'll. Or I guess I'll.
I'm gonna frisbee toss it onto you.
It lands on your neck. Quite like it was a good throw. It lands perfectly. And Gedlin, you get a sensation that you can see a few choice locations that you've been to recently. Like in the forefront of your mind, it's like in your mind's eye, you can see a location, and you have this sensation that you could just step into that area.
Well, that's cool. Guys, am I acting funny?
Always, but not out of the unusual.
Any like haha funny or
Like stabby stab funny? No?
no,
Okay, because I
let's see
feel
the deal.
fine. I feel fine. I do feel a little weird. I do feel like I could just step somewhere else real quick. I feel like that could happen.
Like to the left, or
Like back down the hallway. Like back over to like the pool, the scrying pool. I feel like I could just like, and Gavin's just gonna do it. He's gonna like pop over to the scrying pool.
Yeah, as you do that, you just disappear from in front of everybody, and boop, just appear right by the scrying pool.
and you hear Zoran really loudly down the hallway going, "Oh, so it's an instrument that he could have used to get away, and he didn't use it."
Yes.
Just more proof of his. Yeah, he knew that he deserved to die.
Hey, whatever you got to tell yourself, buddy.
Gedlin will come back to where the crew is.
Are you able to do that like at will, or is there limitations?
Yeah.
Do you
Like
feel
there's
sick?
limitation.
You should try it again.
I don't feel sick. I don't know if it has. I don't know if it like actually has a limited of uses, so I don't want to like waste them.
Well, you feel in
I
that
mean, you
same
do
mind's
wanna
eye that one of a handful of its uses has been expended. But then, as you were sort of meditating on that, you realize that it ties in to the same kind of power that you harness every day for any kind of spell. Kind of like a spell slot, so that you believe that when another day comes around, that those the ability to use the amulet will refresh.
Okay.
And
there
you go.
Okay. Yes. Let's see here.
I was giving you the lore friendly description of it first.
No, I like it. I like it. I like it. Let's see here.
I'm just going to let you know I'm ignoring the last paragraph and the table. So I will.
I don't think you should.
Oh.
Well, it's too late because I essentially gave that part away. So there you go.
I mean, if you want to make me roll, I'll roll.
If you don't find it too immersion breaking, then we can do that. I mean, it is good to have checks on stuff, but I realized that I shouldn't have shown you the whole thing. So.
I mean, we could pretend like we don't know it, but we know it.
Yeah. It's like I would not hold it against you if you were nervous about using it. So. Another thing to know, there's technically no other way out of the Tomb of the Nine Gods, but you'd probably glean this from the writings of Withers. This is the tool he uses to leave and come back with things that he needs from outside of the tomb. So you can leave the tomb now.
Interesting.
And it's the only way to do so.
Good thing we took his amulet. I wasn't even aware we were trapped here. I just assumed we were all gonna die, but that's completely different.
Different kind of trap, yeah.
Yeah, you know what?
Let's. So, I mean, this is a good way to find out when we find the key to getting out. Like, hey, by the way, you were trapped, but here's a way to get out.
Yeah, I'm going to
Kind of
chalk
bad
up
news to break.
this information you've gleaned to the writings of Withers. So that's going to be my explanation.
All right, you want me
for
to?
that.
You want me to make that Constitution saving throw, Dan?
Not for the first one, no.
I really want you to get 51 to 70, though. That's the funniest one.
Is that where I get smaller? No. Oh no,
It's
that's
where
where I
you-
show up naked.
It's where you're naked, yeah.
Friggin' weirdo. Okay, so before I carry on with this, who could make the best use of a teleporting necklace? Like, I mean, obviously anybody who's a frontline fighter could use it to move around. I was thinking Davri might get a lot of use out of Davri. What's your constitution like? Are you pretty hardy? Think you can
So-
tank this curse?
I don't have great constitution, but I have advantage on constitution saving throws when I have a soul trinket, of which I have 3 and I'm not planning on using any.
That's
So.
better than being good at constitution.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Usually, yeah.
Like, unless you're like a +9 or something,
Mhm,
advantage
yeah.
is better.
Yep.
Um,
Anyways,
Didn't we just give you something that makes you pretty, like, sneaky or, like, teleporty as well, though?
Can you teleport?
I thought we gave you some kind of armor because we gave you something because you're so squishy.
We gave you something.
I
just
Or was
definitely-
that never mind. That was last week on the fake game.
There was definitely some treasure dealt out 2 weeks ago as well. I ran out of time to review the session, so I didn't get that far. So I can't remember who I gave it to. But there was definitely something that went to somebody.
I've got the lantern, if that's what you're thinking.
Yes, Starfallen. Yes. Oh, thank you for bringing that up. Marika, you have a new companion along with that gnome. You have a ghost lantern that is inhabited by the soul of a elven woman named Starfallen. And so
what is she like?
she's
Is she
friendly
like
towards
cool?
you and has some information on the tomb because she was in the Ghost Lantern being held by a previous adventuring group that stumbled into the tomb and then subsequently died.
Oh no.
Have you seen the movie Stardust? I picture the fallen star if that movie had a sad ending.
I've not seen that movie.
Oh, it's
But
a
I
good
am
one.
movie deprived.
Okay.
The other thing of note is over to the east, past the scrying pool, is that secret door, which is currently closed. And Zen DeFurnaz said that he was investigating something over there, but that was when you kind of startled him and he freaked out. So he hasn't gone over to investigate it again, and you sounded like you were interested in doing that last time.
Yes.
There we go.
Yeah.
Is it
Have we cleared everything to the upper left
Correct.
first? Okay.
Yeah.
Then yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Then let's keep clearing.
Okay, Davri, you want this teleporting necklace of consequences?
If nobody else does, sure. Yeah.
I mean, I got a cool ring recently, and I just really like the idea of you teleporting behind somebody and shanking them.
Yeah, that
Um,
is pretty cool.
Like
Yeah, like that.
it's just a very good visual in Gedlin's where it's just like, yes, the enemies of evil will suffer,
Yeah.
or the enemies of good will suffer.
I do like to be nimble. So yeah, I will take it.
All
As
right.
As we're leaving, can I just do a final glance around the room? Did we miss anything that we should have investigated?
After a quick look around the room, you see the rest of the stuff is it's mainly just bookcases full of scrolls, many scrolls.
What are on the scrolls? Like,
Yeah. Do any of them look like potentially spell scrolls?
They're not spell scrolls. These are all just records of things that have happened.
okay.
What is
Well,
this
that sounds
word
boring
paper
and then
Marika says if she holds up one of the scrolls?
What?
She said, "What is this word paper?"
I'm kind of wondering if Marika knows what paper is, if she lives in a more simple.
I would say more oral history kind of.
Uh-huh. That's
Stories
interesting.
passed down.
Does that
Oh,
mean you're illiterate too?
Don't
Shut up.
forget, there's also a staircase down to the next level here, which you are welcome to go to. I did brush up on level 3 in case you wanted to go down there. But you have lots of level 2 that you haven't been to yet, so I just wanted to make that obvious.
I'm gonna walk past Skillet and go, "I just can't read real good, okay? I can read, just not real good."
Okay, no judgment. I can't survive in the woods by myself very well. Like, no judgment.
I've noticed. Look
Not,
at
it's
that.
not my strong suit.
Your new gnome friend speaks up and says, "Shall we check out the room over here? I found something interesting, but I didn't know what to make of it. And it looks like I have help now. What do you think?"
I mean, we should probably clear level 2 before we go down. No sense in, leaving a bunch of enemies at our back. Although, if we are going to die, we could just make a race to the bottom. No, that's foolish. That's foolish.
Well, I don't know if going fast is the solution to that. Perhaps you might make it far, but you may be missing something you need. Who knows? This is a big tool.
Yeah. We should probably interact with the other tombs and the gods, and hopefully the treasure therein. Gedlin will poke his head out.
Yeah, and
See what's
Starfallen might pipe up for a second and say, the previous party that I was with recognized that there were necessary keys to getting to a door. We were not able to find them all. In fact, it looks like you have one of the keys, and she talks to Gedlin, who has the triangular-shaped helm from that very particular skeleton that you had met on level 1.
The thing that I thought I was just keeping because it was cool is actually a key. That's awesome.
I knew it.
We're not talking about the same key cubes that we used to get into the dungeon in the first place, right?
Correct.
Okay, I thought so. But...
Yep, definitely a different thing. Yep, those disappeared from your possession and went back into Overland once you entered.
Dan, can I ask you a stupid question?
Sure.
Is this a door right here?
That's weird. How in the world are you able to do that?
Well, I can go north too.
Oh shoot! Yeah, you're definitely not supposed to be able to do that.
Just remember, there are no stupid questions, only stupid people.
No, it was a stupid question. It was very clearly not supposed. The wall's just like not there.
Shoot. Well, this is a map that was made before dynamic lighting, so that's probably part of it. Okay.
I wouldn't worry about it.
So, okay, guys, be careful. You don't want to accidentally give something away that you don't want to see yet. Let me direct your attention to this portion of the map here. You see that there is an opening in the wall to the south.
Gedlin and Jacoby have volunteered to investigate.
Dibsies.
Once you get up to
with.
it, you can see this. And hang on, there's one more thing I need to reveal to you. There we go. Okay. Let me give you the description of this before you react. That way, you know how to react.
Dude.
This is room 21.
And a very Han Solo voice, Marika says, "Don't ever describe to me. I always know how to react."
All right, you
Don't
adventurers
ever tell me the
hear
description.
guttural moans coming from this door. In fact, I probably even have a sound effect for that. Something like that. Oh, that ruined my music. There we go. All right. 3 oval holes are carved into a 9-foot wide, 9-foot high stone door at human head height. Let me paste this as I'm reading it to you. As you approach, 3 humanoid heads stick out of the holes, each one covered in putrid flesh and gnashing on an iron bit bolted to a chain bridle.
We got zombies.
Pack zombies? Zombies? That are,
Where?
they,
Here, come look at this.
Yeah,
Creepy.
come look at this nonsense.
Are they actually like moving, writhing?
I mean,
Jawing, not gnashing?
They
They're
are.
gnashing.
Yeah, they're
Yep.
biting. Dang.
They are attempting to get through the holes to you, but the holes are too small. So they're mindlessly moving towards you, gnashing on the iron bit,
Okay.
which is attached to a chain. And this chain connects all 3 of them together. And the rest you need a good perception check to glean. So why don't you go ahead and try to perceive.
I will.
Not
You can
I.
also see everything that the dynamic lighting gives you access to.
Ooh,
I only rolled a
27.
halfling 1, so I have a 5.
27 is fantastic. This chain runs up to a pulley bolted into the ceiling on the south side of this door. The pulley is set up in such a way that if the chain were pulled, it would move the door between you and the zombies upward, granting entry to the room.
Okay, so I need them to go backwards, basically, to pull this chain. Is that right? Because there's no space forward.
That's your character believes so.
Okay. So I'm gonna tell my compatriots, hey, looks like there's a chain there, and if we get these guys to pull on it, it'll open the door. First question
Wait,
for the group.
Behind the door, though? I don't open the door.
What?
So behind the door. What's your question?
First question is, do we want to open this door at all, or should we keep walking?
No.
I would think explore the area more and return to it. It seems like they're their own worst enemy and they won't bother us until
They
we
could be-
want to interact.
They could be guarding something, though.
Yeah, and I'm thinking that we somehow get them to walk backwards, and then they open up the door, basically, because the chain is attached to them. That'll lift the gate based on the pulley, but they're moving forward currently, so they're not moving the chain and the pulley. But if we get them somehow to walk backwards, then they would
Anybody
actually
have
open the
Zombie
gate for us.
treats.
I'm
Right.
inclined to agree. I just wonder if we return to this spot. I assume we're gonna
Yeah.
go down using the spiral staircase we're aware of, so we gotta come back this way anyways, right?
Awesome.
but
I
what
think
if
we
Something in
want
that room that we need to have to get to something at the bottom of the spiral staircase.
What if it's got a key in it? That's my
Yeah.
concern.
Well, we'll walk. I think what Zoran's saying is we'll walk back past here before we go down the spiral staircase. Is that right?
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense.
Okay, yeah, I see what
It
you're
seems
saying.
like they can't get at us, so they're
Right.
relatively like a wall right now.
If we're gonna search the rest of the place, it would be better, yeah, to keep them behind the door for right now.
For instance, if I just move forward a few feet here and look down this way,
Yeah. What do you see?
I don't know, it's really dark.
Let me stand on your
What?
shoulders. You're right. It is dark.
We could go down. I guess.
We have confirmed that it is dark in here. There's no sunlight coming in because we are an entire story below the ground.
I might actually be able to.
Ooh,
What's
wait,
my
I might
radius
have
right
a
now?
spell.
You just.
I think it's 40 feet of total light that you have.
I actually
So-
have more with the ghost light.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice.
It's 30 bright and 30 dim.
Okay, let me
I should
adjust
be able to
that
do
on your
60.
character then. 30
Um,
and 30. There you go. That should fix it.
It's still really dark.
Just so you guys know, just so we have the option, I have a spell that will let me teleport me and other people somewhere within a line of sight, like a good distance within the line of sight. So if we wanted to get back in there on the way back, I could do it. I would just need a rest after. I would need to like take some time to pray to regain some of my magic back.
Okay.
We also just got that
The
full
amulet.
Amulet.
Yeah. Yeah. I was thinking I could teleport in there behind them and be like, boogada, boogada, boogada. Maybe they'd come chase me. Then you guys could walk in.
That would also work, yes.
Or we could come up with something more creative. I like the thinking though.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
All
Well,
right.
let's mosey down this way just because we can.
I'm right behind you. I stay pretty far behind him.
I'm gonna slink up against the side of the wall here, trying to be a little sneaky and whatnot.
Your
Yeah.
corners.
Just barely
I
poking my head
whisper-
around the corner.
Gedlin's moving behind you, just going, Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Suspicious. Suspicious.
There you go, Doffer. That's what you'd
I'm
see
just
if you were
dancing
poking your
along.
head around.
Ooh. I'm gonna put my hand up. And then, do we have any telepathic thoughts, or am I gonna have to sign language this to people?
We've got telepathy probably for a little bit longer.
Okay. Good, because I'm not gonna be able to sign well. There's some kind of monster thing. I guess. What do I see, Dan? I'm gonna relay it to them. Whatever this baddie is.
You can see a shadowy figure, not a physical one that's kind of like a what do you call it? Like a shadow, a shade. There we go.
Oh, speaking of shades, I forgot that I had taken one of the things that were killed and turned it into a specter, and so I now have a specter minion. If you remember from last session.
Yeah, you have that specter summoned right now, don't you?
Yes. So do we want to send this guy in?
Yeah. See if they want to talk shop.
Yeah. I will instruct my specter to go around the corner
And I'm gonna back up.
and see what happens.
Okay. Gedlin, I'll just use your token for your vision, then. That way you get an idea of what it is. So that's what your specter would see. And I don't know if he can communicate that with you, but I'll leave that in your hands because I know you're not going to metagame.
Let me see if he can communicate. Understands all languages that it knew in life, but can't speak.
Okay.
So it's gonna be like,
Yeah. Eventually Gedlin will see this, so it's not that big of a deal. But there is a wraith there in the hallway.
it's, if Gedlin was to like poke his head around the corner, does this look like the race that we normally fight that we fought lots of before?
Yeah, you've fought some on level 1.
Okay. I'm gonna tell my specter to attack.
Okay. Pulling up the stat block. Alright. Surprise round and also roll initiative, please.
Matt,
Let's see here.
19.
Do-do-do.
10
19.
plus 7.
There we go. Alright. Jacoby's gonna be an NPC tonight. Unless you really need him.
Oh,
We need
I
him.
can run him. I'm used to running him anyways.
Okay, that works.
If
That
you
solves
want.
that problem. Yeah, where in the world is his player? Like, I can't find his token.
He was in the group.
Yeah, that's
Jacoby,
weird.
he's right here.
Is
Marika
he?
moved.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ah, there he is.
Oh, my bad. Okay.
Gotcha.
No, you're good. You're good. He moved.
All right, let's get some battle music. Oh,
Marika was just hiding under his legs.
all right. Zen's going to be out. NPCs will be out. It's not necessary to have them for this. All right, is everybody's number in?
Yar.
Oh, wait, mine. Hold on.
Let's check the monsters initiative roll.
Oh,
here.
mine is, yes.
Ooh, he rolled pretty high. I mean, not horribly high, but reasonable. Alright, well, so Gedlin's Spectre would automatically get the first attack anyway, so go ahead and do that.
I don't even know if this is going to affect him, but +4 to hit. Okay. Does a 23 hit?
That shall hit.
Okay. Takes 3d6 necrotic damage, and target must must succeed on a DC 10 Constitution saving throw, or its max hit points is reduced by an amount equal to the damage taken.
Automatic success.
Automatic. Okay, cool. 3d6. Heck yeah.
Or excuse me, sorry. I meant automatic success on the Wraith's part. Sorry, I should have been more clear there. That was confusing.
No, okay.
Darn, that would be fun though.
6 points of necrotic damage. I don't know if that actually hurts him, or maybe it heals him.
It seems to not harm the Wraith.
I was afraid of that. It's like, all right, glow stick out of the way. Let the big dogs handle this. And I am going to cast Eldritch Blast, and now, instead of 2 little spinning halos, Gedlin has 3 spinning halos. So I'll make 3 Eldritch Blast attacks.
That's
Nice.
Awesome.
Does a 12 hit?
It misses.
17 hit.
That hits.
2 17s. Okay, cool. So 2 out of the 3. Oh, sorry. Can I bonus action move my hex to this creature?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay.
Mark him with Hex.
All right. First attack does 8 radiant damage, and it's probably not going to matter. 5 necrotic damage. Second attack does 10 radiant damage and 3 necrotic damage.
All right. What was the first necrotic?
What was it? Let me check my game log. 8 damage, and then 5 necrotic, and then 10 radiant, and then 3. So
Okay. You deal damage, but at the same time, when the necrotic energy washes over this wraith, you see it sort of bolster its defenses against your attack.
I was afraid of that. No bueno. Okay. Well, this is what it is, I guess.
Overall,
Alrighty.
you hurt it more than you healed it, so.
All right. All right, and I'll step out of the way so that somebody else can get in there.
All right. That covered both the surprise round and your round, right?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. I think it did, yeah.
The Spectre acts on my turn, so yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Well, Marika is up next. Oh, you're muted, Liz.
Marika's gonna creep through everybody's legs so that she can get up and pop her head around the corner and see what's going on. And then, upon laying eyes on the wraith, she will decide that Blight is the best thing to cast at it. And just
would it be reasonable for Gedlin to have communicated that he believes necrotic energy heals it?
In a sentence that would take less than 6 seconds to say, probably.
Necrotic energy heals it.
There you go. I feel like that's a pretty good rule of thumb for that.
ready.
Yeah.
I was probably moving when you said that, so you caught me at the last second. Hold on, I don't know if this is necrotic. I don't think it is.
I believe it is.
Hold on, I know Blight is. I'm looking at another spell.
Oh, okay.
One second, sorry, y'all. That's 15
No
feet
problem.
around beyond
Give me a
hell,
chance
so
to
that's not gonna
plan what
work.
I'm going to do.
Okay. Okay. I think I'm gonna cast Moonbeam on it. How far away is it from me? I don't think that's a problem. Okay, no, it's 120 feet away, so I'm sure it's within range. But a 5 foot in diameter, 3 foot high column of moonlight shows down. All of a sudden, like a spotlight, like doo turned on. And when a creature enters the spell area for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there, it is engulfed in ghostly flames that cause searing pain and must make a Constitution saving throw. It takes 2d10 radiant damage on a fail save or half as much damage on a successful save.
Oh, wow. Okay, so he had disadvantage, so he rolled twice. He first rolled a nat 20, but I have to drop that one.
Hold on, do you want to roll his? I think if you do this when it's the
Yeah, you'll do it on the
turn.
monster's turn. Yeah.
So
Oh, okay.
yeah, don't worry about anything right now. Jacoby's gonna go, and then it's gonna be their disadvantage roll.
Gotcha. Order of operations. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, good catch. I somehow missed that. Okay. Anything else?
And then for my bonus action, I'm gonna prepare Shillelagh just in case.
That's a good idea. Zach, I know you like Soundtail. I posted the number for you if you want it.
Ooh, thank you.
Yep. Okay. It sounds like it's probably Jacoby's turn then. Is that right?
Yep.
Okay. Very good. I could just hear it in my head right now. I want to shoot him with my bow twice.
I would like.
Pew.
I would like to shoot him with my bow.
But can you use Hunter's Mark?
Yeah.
Can I use
Right.
Hunter's Mark?
Yes,
All
Jake.
right.
You may use Hunter's Mark.
Jake, have you been tracking your arrows?
Now, thank God I haven't applied like ammunition
Yeah.
counting to this game. Otherwise, you would have been out years ago.
Does a 15 hit?
Yes, it does. Make sure when you roll a 37, you ask if the 37 hits. That would be pretty.
Oh,
fair.
absolutely, for sure. I was gonna.
200 million. Does that hit?
1d8 plus 5. First attack does 9 piercing damage and 1 force damage. Second attack, natural 1.
Woo!
Jacoby
No, Jake,
misses.
that does not hit. Sorry. The arrow flies past all the way down the hallway, and then through this open doorway that you can see, that Jacoby can see, and clatters on the sarcophagus in the distance, leaving a dull clattering sound.
Right, let's see, what else would Jacoby... No, he already bonus action. We did Hunter's Mark. That's his action. Jacoby will step back to here so that he can still provide... He can still see the guy and shoot. Right, he can still see, he can still see the guy and shoot.
All right. As he does that, Jacoby notices a very large demon statue to the north of him.
Guys, that's real creepy.
Okay. On to the monster's turn. Okay, so
No.
let's go ahead and roll his con saves then, eh?
Yeah, now you make your contest.
Okay, so first one was an 18, but I'm doing it at disadvantage here. Next one was an 8 plus 3, that would be an 11. Does that pass?
No! Oh, okay.
I'm so shocked by
Do
that.
you want to roll it?
You roll it.
Alright, so 2 D10s, that's D100s, almost mess you up there. But I'm not that bad at math. 11 points of damage. Hold on, let me pull the spell back up, sorry. Here we go, Moonbeam. It's 11 points of something. So it takes 2 D... so it's 11 points of radiant damage.
Okay. Just that?
Hold on, on each of your turns after you cast a spell, you can use an action to move beam up to 60 feet away, blah, blah, blah. That's for me, that's for me. Nope, that's it. So for,
Okay.
yeah. So he's engulfed in like white flames, searing hot pain.
And not
11
just that.
points worth.
He is also engulfed by what seems to be like a white, sort of ethereal flame that seems to be burning all over its shadowy shade body. The thing recoils in horror, backing up 5. How wide is the moonbeam?
It was 5 foot in diameter.
Okay, so he backs up 10 feet, letting out an ethereal sound of pain. Then it yeah, no, it you then see it sort of phase through the corner of the wall here, but whoever has a little bit of view down the hallway can see that it just made a turn and went down a different hallway, and stopped within that person's view, which would probably be
Are we
Davri.
chasing it, boys?
And we'll move it on to Zorn's turn, unless you want to drop initiative. He is technically fleeing, so that is up to you.
Away.
Well, let me ask you an important question. What's this? Is it just decoration?
I'm very glad you asked. Let me pull that up again. Completely different. Okay,
Portcullis?
let's act as if we're dropping initiative for a moment here.
Okay.
It would be Zorn's turn too, so this still works. We're on 7B. Okay, you find this. The ring is a path to another tomb. The dead abhor sunlight. Only a jewel can tame the frog. Bow as the dead god intoned. Into darkness descend.
Ring, eh?
Not to be confused with the ring.
The One Ring?
Yes. All right. Well, there you
So
go.
I have a stupid question. What exactly does intoned mean?
So it's one of those words that I have a hard time describing because it's so infrequently used. So I'll pull up the actual definition here. It's
I can Google it too. Sorry, I wasn't thinking about that.
no,
but...
that's fine. It's helpful for me too. Like Cambridge Dictionary says, like a priest would intone to his congregation. For instance, he would just instruct them to do something. So when it says bow as the dead god intoned, it's saying the dead god is instructing you to bow.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Yep, no problem. That's a weird one. Shall I drop initiative?
I'll then move forward because I have no idea what's going on. What do I see? What do I see?
A race turning tail and running, fleeing.
I don't see shit. So
You better run.
so yeah, I go like I don't know what we're doing.
I mean, I'm probably gonna go after the wraith. So
Okay, I will.
I don't know where the wraith is.
Potentially keep. I'll keep up the initiative, and Zorn can use his full movement speed to however he wants and his action, and then we'll move right on to Davri.
Well, I mean that'll be my full action, and then I guess I'll just hold an action
Sounds good.
in case I actually see this wraith. I'll hold a sacred flame.
Right. Okay.
So I would have glimpsed it, but did I see exactly where it went?
You saw it kind of turn north, I think.
Okay, so like, did I see it go up this staircase or like up that hallway?
It would have gone. Sorry, it went this way.
Oh,
It's
okay.
turning to go up that way.
Okay.
Yep.
Well, I'm gonna move after it.
Righto.
2, 3. Okay, I can move to right there. Ooh, I guess I can barely see the corner of it.
Exactly.
All right,
yeah.
well, I guess I'll shoot at it with my longbow or my short bow.
All
I
right.
don't have a
He's gonna
longbow.
be under 3/4 cover.
Yeah. What kind of disadvantage does that give me?
I think it actually just. I think it makes the AC +3. I'm gonna double check.
Okay.
I thought it was more than that, but I could be wrong.
Exactly why I'm checking here.
I've been wrong once or twice before. One time I thought I was wrong and I wasn't wrong, and that was the biggest time I've ever been wrong.
+5 to the AC.
I'm still gonna fling an arrow at it. Why not?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, you might get Jacoby level rolls.
Nat 20. So you know.
My guy.
That'll
These things
hit.
happen.
Yeah, double your
Yeah.
damage too.
Yeah.
Ooh, is there any way
solid.
you can sneak attack?
No, I wish. Solid 16 damage after
Only
it's
if
been
it was-
doubled.
Only if it was Gedlin's turn previously and he had stepped over there with his amulet, but it's just doesn't work. Did you say 16?
Yeah, I got 8 damage, so double to 16.
Nice. Well, that was a solid hit. You could tell the Wraith didn't like it.
Nice. Yeah, for my bonus action, I'm not really gonna do anything except for maybe just giggle a little bit. Yeah, that'll be my turn.
He growls in pain, and for a moment you're like, it sounded like he enjoyed that. Wait, no, that was painful. Sorry. Wrong. Wrong. That's not the correct dialect of undead scream. Sorry.
Let's be clear though. I definitely enjoyed it.
All right. NPCs are being skipped, so we'll go back to Gedlin.
I hate to be that guy. Would Davri have had to run through Marika's moonbeam to?
Ooh, is it still there?
And lasts for
Ooh.
1 minute, so maybe not.
He
Or
might
until
be
you
It'll
drop
be
it.
there.
Oh, it would
Yeah.
definitely still be there if it was a minute.
It's there.
Okay, I probably
would've
wouldn't.
forgot that part.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have run directly into that. I didn't even think about that.
If you
I guess we
want,
could take off.
if you want,
Yeah, because I
you
would not
could-
have just run into it.
you could be 5 feet back, and it would still essentially be 3/4 cover, and it would make
Oh.
very little difference.
Okay.
And
Your
halflings,
turn.
like, we do get to, like, run under people's legs and stuff, too, so I could see how,
Right.
like, he was running down and just, like...
That's probably because I didn't mark where the moonbeam was. Okay.
My bad.
Zach, your turn now.
Okay. Gedlin is going to 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I will share Davri's space right in front of the moonbeam, and I will bonus action move the hex to not that guy and hit him with 3 more Eldritch Blasts. So, first one, 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
That'll hit. 10 points of radiant damage.
Okay.
Second attack.
How much? Necrotic
26
does
to
it-
hit. None. I moved. I moved hex to myself.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, that other one hits. Yep.
I assumed Ooh, nice. 11 points of radiant damage.
All right.
Third
it
strike.
howls in pain.
Third strike is a natural 1. Get to re-roll that bad boy. 4 and 11.
That one misses. Painfully
Still
so, too.
2 out of 3 ain't bad.
Well, and there was also that that 3/4 cover, too, that was kind of playing.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he hit the wall right in front of us. Like, sorry. My bad.
Splash
That's
purple
my
sparks
movement.
onto Davri.
Right, that's my movement, action, and bonus action, so...
Then it
That's
is
me.
Marika's turn.
Alright, so what am I seeing in front of me? Because it looks like I'm seeing Gedlin in front of me. And
Yep.
maybe something to the left.
So Gedlin and Davri-
Maybe something.
Gedlin and Davri are inhabiting the same spot, just to the left of your moonbeam.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna bloop under them. Oh, it's my moonbeam right there. Huh? Not gonna do that. I'm gonna take that down. Take that down.
You can just move it. You can just move it as a bonus action.
You
Ooh,
could
okay.
go here.
And what I think, right? Am I seeing what I think is the little slivers of like a race that thinks they're hiding?
Oh, for sure.
Okay, I'm gonna put it. I'm like, oh, I see him. Y'all see him right there? I'm gonna point it out. Like, watch this, and then I'm gonna bob it right back down on top of him.
All right. I know this is slightly out of order, but the thing dies.
Okay. I gave him a heart attack. He didn't even get a chance to roll.
He took enough damage through the process.
I wonder if these things have trinkets, and I'm gonna crawl over them like a human wall and just keep walking.
Leave no monster unslain.
Or
Do I
looted.
find anything around it or loot it? I don't know if it's like a ghost, if there's like a corporeal body I can loot, or does, delete trinket.
Is there a pile of ectoplasm she can
Might as
scoop
well.
into a vial?
Might
Yeah.
as well poke the ectoplasm, see what pokes back.
Well, do you want to go over there and check it out?
Yeah. I'm gonna
Alright.
crawl up over them like a human wall, and just crawl back down the other side and keep walking.
Uh,
I love how Three Stooges this is becoming.
um,
dead body around the corner, like, oh shit, what's that?
yeah, Marika, when you go around the corner, you see a dead body that looks different than the one you expected.
Javelin will be out, or not my javelin, my whole ladder will be out and cocked behind my shoulder.
Let me give you a
Okay, stay there.
description.
Stay there, don't come closer. All right, I want to check this out first.
Yeah, you're at what appears to be a four-way intersection, with corridors to the north and the south that curve upward and out of sight. There are no rails or steps to allow them to be climbed. A few feet ahead of you, you see the corpse of a half-human, half-goat creature in robes that sprawls 10 feet to the north of you. It grips a staff tipped with a bronze goat's head.
This knick-knack would be the coolest knick-knack in the world, but I'm still gonna be walking back, like, with my, ladder ready to go. And I'm gonna look down real quick just to see if there's any trinkets left by the wraith. Anything?
Nope.
Okay. Now, can I look behind me real quick, down the hall behind me? So down this hall to see if anything's coming behind me.
You don't
Just
see
a quick
anything down there.
glance.
Nope,
All right,
seems
cool.
clear.
So I'm gonna approach the body, and then I'm gonna poke it with the end of my javelin rattle piece.
You're gonna poke the dead body with your atlatl?
Yes, just to make sure.
Okay. That's motionless.
And then,
In fact, it's definitely in full rigor mortis, and it has been for a while.
okay, so it's really not flopping around at all. Can I get, without touching it yet, I'm gonna take the javelin piece off, pop the lily piece in my back pocket. Can I get the staff away from the body?
Yeah.
Like, can I get
Yeah.
get the piece and then scoot it away like
Yeah, like just take the staff from him.
a hockey stick? Yeah.
Can I say, Zoran just comes nonchalantly around the corner and just like pat Marika on the back of the shoulder, and just like
And I'm
I
gonna
just
jump
feel like
10
you might
feet
need
in the air.
guidance in this situation,
I'm
and then
gonna
he walks back.
and die a little bit. Sorry, I didn't interrupt you.
You've been guided.
Scared the rest out of me. God, thank you. Now that my heart is beating at a safe normal pace. Okay. So I want to look this thing over. Nobody touch it.
I just moving
Oh,
you so
look
that
at it.
my other view has full vision of what's going on here. There we go. You want to investigate, or you?
Like, let's do investigation. Any runes, anything that would be like, oh, this is good, bad.
Yeah. Why don't you actually choose between history or investigation on this one?
Oh, definitely go with investigation.
Okay, that works.
20 for a 25. I know everything in the world. I'm omnipotent.
All right, you see a wizard man. He definitely has goat features along the bottom of his body. His legs have turned into goat legs. You see that he was killed by axes and crossbow bolts. There are wounds there. And his robes are ink-stained and blood-stained. And inside you find a journal. You also find some belongings. So let's give you those.
All right.
Firstly-
I want the staff too.
Firstly, let's give you this. Okay. All right. To those who find this, know that I, Devlin Bashir, am the last surviving member of the Company of the Yellow Banner. The warlord Rasnisi stripped us of our weapons and threw us in here on orders of his master, Serarak. I can only imagine our souls are to be fed to his phylactery. Alas, it seems he has won. The company has separated after the incident with the four-armed gargoyle. The Tomb Guardians tore Sever to pieces, and with him, we lost the Starfallen. Our quest was a failure, even if we'd found the eye. The Elf Princess is gone. My friends wouldn't have lasted long without their weapons, especially with a doppelganger in our midst, as Seth suspected. Of course, I kept my staff. I'm sure Brixton would have seen some humor in that. Gentle reader, let a dying man offer you this one piece of advice. The Serac is a trickster who desires nothing but your soul. His riddles may help you, but in the end, his final secret always leads to your doom. Timora, save us all.
Well, I'm just really glad we figured that out before we got to this point. It sounds like they did not figure out that a Serac was not in it for them.
Right.
Before they
Upon
got down here.
discussion of this, and maybe peeking around the corner, Starfallen sees Devlin, and she says, "Devlin, no, I knew he must be dead, but to see it is far more painful than otherwise. Oh, Zorn, who's holding the lantern again? I can't remember. Is it Zorn?
Zoran.
Zorn, please,
Yeah.
please, but don't let me see this."
Okay, I put you behind my back.
Okay. Additional.
I take her around. I kind of take her around the corner. We don't need to be here.
Additional searching of the man finds an ink pot. This one you can tell to be magical. This is one that would never run dry. And a spell book containing the following spells. I will copy and paste that for you.
I don't
There
think
you
we
go.
got anybody
I don't
spell.
I have no use
Yeah.
for spells.
That's fine.
For permanent
I forgot about
ink.
that.
You're just putting it in there. I get it.
The staff that you grabbed, Marika, is attunable. It's hard for you to tell what it is, but if you want to make an Arcana check, you might be able to figure it out. Otherwise,
I would give it a shot.
basically with a short rest, you could guarantee figure it out with another Arcana check.
I bet
oh,
I
okay,
think
not
you know
too
what
bad.
it is.
19 for Arcana?
Yeah. Wait, you said 19?
Yeah.
And this is what you have found. So if you want to add that to your character sheet, anybody, be my guest.
Wait, what is it I found? What am I looking at?
Staff of
Magic
Striking.
meter.
You want to roll 20? Oh, okay.
This
I was
staff
I was
can be-
looking in Discord.
Yep, this staff can be wielded as a magic quarterstaff that grants a +3 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with it. It has 10 charges. When you hit with a melee attack, you can expend up to 3 of its charges. For each you expend, target deals an extra 1d6 force. Staff regains 1d6 plus 4 charges at dawn daily. If you expend the last charge, the staff becomes a non-magical quarterstaff on a natural 1 of a roll of a d20.
I have
And
to
that
read it
is...
over again, but it sounds very cool.
Yeah,
It's a magic meter stick.
Yep. It's posted in the chat for you if you need. There you go. So that's what you find. Now, to reiterate, he is on a curved slope. Okay, so I'm going to try to draw this for you on a piece of paper here.
Going up, like you're entering like an on-ramp, right?
Yes, I'm trying to do a little bit of a 3D drawing. I'm just not very good at it. This is the hallway. You see it gets narrower as it goes further away from you. And if you go left or right, it turns up. It's not north. It literally goes upwards on both sides.
Okay.
Like a chute of some kind.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Go ahead.
whoa. Like, it's possible he didn't die here, but he died upwards and slid down.
Well, that's interesting because basically, this man is like, he looks like he's stuck to the slope, and it's definitely steep enough that he should have slid down.
Here he is. So, Starfall, then. I don't mean to disturb or distress you, but who was that man?
Devlin, he was the wizard in our party. Found that staff a while ago. He didn't used to look like this. I wouldn't be surprised if that staff has something to do with it.
Was he more goat or more human last time you saw him?
He was never a goat. That was never how it was supposed to be.
Oh. That staff might be a real trick then, huh?
It seems that way. If I were you, I would be careful.
I'm gonna scare everyone and I'm just gonna turn into a goat. Right now. I'm a goat.
Well, don't quite work that way, but good try.
No, I have polymorph.
You polymorph into a goat. Full goat.
Wild
No,
shape,
no,
they can go.
No, I have
Or wild shape,
wild
yeah.
shape, not polymorph.
Yep.
But yeah, I
Okay.
can use
So-
it twice for long rest, so I might have wasted one, but
No, twice for short rest.
oh, perfect then.
So you can't do it again.
Is all you
You're a
hear.
So, so I'm curious though about more about that note. What does he mean by elf princess? Are you royalty?
Yes. Yes, I am.
Did I know that already?
You did, yep. Via conversation earlier. I can't, for some reason, really find it right now. I'm missing the information for that.
Well, I mean, it's okay if I already knew that. I'm leaning more towards what she knows about the doppelganger and what that might mean for us.
Let's see. She was a female moon elf warlock known as Starfawn. Let's see. She was slain almost 1,000 years ago by a Fomorian. After her death, her soul inhabited the lantern. The company of the Yellow Banner found the lantern and began questing for a way to return the Starfall into life. The fabled Eye of Zoltek was said to possess the power to raise the ancient dead. The company tracked the jewel to the tomb and perished without ever finding it. Was that what you were... Is that helpful?
Yeah, that answered the eye as well, right? But what of this doppelganger he's speaking of?
She is not aware of a doppelganger.
Who is Zeph and who is Brixton?
She thinks back and she says, I don't remember them, but I remember Seward. And your intuition kind of kicks in, and you realize that she had talked about the group before, and she doesn't seem to remember some of the things she had told you last time you talked about this.
Me either, so I don't know what that means.
In her case, I'll just spell it out because that it should be pretty obvious to your character. She has grown forgetful in her 1,000 years of undeath inside of this lantern, and so she has a hard time recalling some details.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so she may not remember that enough to tell you. Let's see, what else? Did that answer your questions? Was there anything I missed?
No, I think that was it.
Okay, very good. Now, I know Gedlin is inhabited by a spirit. Is anybody else? I don't remember. Marika? I think Marika might be.
I don't.
I think Eustace was, and then Gedlin was able to shake off a second spirit from the first floor, right?
Yeah, I still have the first spirit.
You still have Moa, I think it was.
Yeah, I still have Moa.
Is anybody else?
I don't believe so.
I think Balin had one.
Did Balin have one? I know Eustace took one on, and then the chaotic evil one. I think you tried again and defeated it. I think those are the only three we've run into, right?
Right, that was long ago.
I kind of thought Liz had one.
I think we decided to give Liz the staff that used
That's
it.
right. Okay, maybe that was it. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of.
Yep, that's what it was. Okay. Okay. All right, if that's all I needed to know on that. Moa doesn't have anything to say about this particular thing you're encountering. Okay.
Hey, do y'all mind if we take a quick 5?
Oh, yeah.
Chomping at the bit to get outside real quick.
Great idea. I totally forgot about that. Let's do it.
All right, thank you. Sorry.
Yep.
by my dad, whose dad taught there, and he got to go to all the games as a kid. And there was no college football in Alaska for me to latch on to, so I latched on to Ohio State.
I see.
Yeah, yeah,
Is that a good reason? Good enough reason?
yeah. Been a lifelong fan, so it is a bit of a cult, but I acknowledge it.
I know almost nothing about Ohio or Ohio State or anything like that.
That's probably most people.
Well, I know Liz is over there working on something, so she can hear us. The rest of you here?
Jared's always here.
If Jared, don't even have to ask if Jared's here. I know he is. All right. Well, we will jump back into it then.
I don't know why I do this. I specifically bought this headset so that I could go get my drink and still talk to everybody on break, and then I take it off and I set it on the table and I go get my drink and I'm like, I wonder if everybody's back yet.
See, that's why I'm always here. Is that I just leave my headset on and then I go walk around.
Yep. Yeah, I went out. And
Topo Chico with a whole lime in it.
Nice.
Absolutely the most delicious, refreshing thing ever.
That is the hydration cocktail that I'm making for 4th of July is ranch water, which is Topo Chico, lime juice, and not too much tequila. Just enough to... I'm going to make it about 3 to 4%. So you have to drink quite a bit of it to get it drunk, you know. That's not the point of this beverage. It is to keep you hydrated. Yeah.
Okay. That sounds enjoyable. I haven't had anything like that before.
It's quite refreshing. Quite refreshing.
I might ask you about it later so I can understand what it is that you said something in there that I've never heard of before. So
Topo Chico is it's just a carbonated water, but it's mineral water that's carbonated. So it's just really tasty from the minerals. Good tasting. It also hydrates you better.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Dan, tequila is a liquor made from agave.
Well done, Liz.
Oh, I know that one.
It's so dirty.
I didn't know what it was made of, but I knew it was alcoholic. That sort of thing is not my cup of tea. That saying doesn't even make sense. All right. Do you guys understand the hallway I was trying to explain to you? And how it slopes up out of sight? Okay. It gradually gets more and more steep until it gets out of your ability to see.
I honestly think we should try and just walk up it.
I don't see how that could possibly backfire. You take one side, I'll take the other.
I think we can back-to-back climb it.
I love these
I think
ideas.
Also, quick question before we attempt this: do we want to see what's in the sarcophagus room before we start doing shenanigans to try to climb up these slides?
Wait, was the sarcophagus room the one with the zombies in it? Because I think we should do that before we going through doorways, turning around halls, or anything. Because then we're not coming back to that.
So you're not wrong. This is actually a second room with a sarcophagus. So you found a second one already. So there is one
Gillen's gonna go.
Yeah.
Gillen's gonna go and like sneak up and investigate the sarcophagus room.
Okay. Have you pause there for a second while I check to make sure I have everything. Make sure I run the room correctly. I think there's a description of it. Here we go. That's what I'm looking for. This room smells of wine. On a checkerboard marble floor, a gilded coffin sparkles in sunlight, streaming down from the chamber's vaulted ceiling, which arches 12 feet overhead. 4 huge stone gargoyle heads with their mouths agape protrude from the walls.
There's no way this isn't a trap.
Hey, Jacoby!
What did that plaque say? That plaque
I
said
took a-
important things.
I took a charcoal of it. It said
The ring is a path to another tomb. The dead abhor sunlight. A jewel
the
contained the frog.
Nothing about wine.
Bow as the dead god intoned. Into the darkness descend. Okay. I don't see anything about that. I will just go ahead and put my foot right in it and step into the room one. I just want to see if anything happens.
Okay. Nothing happens.
I think this is a mistake, but I'll go one more.
Nothing happens.
Can I do an investigation check or a perception check for traps?
Yes,
Doesn't-
either you prefer.
Does
Perception
Jacoby
would be
have the
my
peg
preference.
trap?
Jacoby does, but he also is. We're trying to preserve spell slots.
Oh, okay.
That'll be a 27 on that perception check.
Okay, you see a something inscribed on the floor over here. Takes up 4 spaces. Yeah,
I'll
you are
come
right
over
on
here.
the edge of it. Whoa. Hold on a second.
Yeah.
I don't want it. I just want you to know where it is. Real quick here. It fills up these 4 squares there. Oh wait, you can't see that. Oh, it's because it's on the DM level, Dan. Hang on while I try to not be dumb. There we go.
Okay.
It encompasses those 4 squares.
What does it look like?
That is what I'm grabbing. It looks like it would be a symbol used in the Abjuration School of Magic. It is inscribed on the floor in a kind of in the same manner you see in like the Lord of the Rings movie when Gandalf carves his signal into Bilbo's door. It has a slight glow to it, but it's very faint.
I'm gonna sidestep around that,
Okay.
and I want to investigate this tomb or this sarcophagi.
All right. You find a closed sarcophagus or coffin. I think that's the same thing. Go ahead and roll your check.
Investigation or perception?
Probably investigation for this one.
Makes sense. 10.
Let's see.
Almost a 24.
It's a heavy coffin, and the lid seems to be kind of... It's either stuck or it's heavy. Or perhaps it needs to be opened by some sort of mechanism. There is... let's see. There is... you do glean this, though. You get a lot more information out of this. There is illusory sunlight coming from the ceiling. There's not actually a window or a sunroof up there. It's fake magical sunlight coming down.
Interesting.
Yeah. And Moa speaks up in your head. Gedlin? She says, this tomb doesn't seem to match any of the other gods. Wonder who this belongs to.
Yeah, that was kind of my thought. This doesn't look like anybody that we know. Maybe we should get the rest of the party. And I'll kind of go back, retrace my steps back into the entrance. Go, hey guys, watch out for the glyph. There's something weird about this place. It doesn't seem to match the tomb or even the gods, or sorry, long dungeon, or anything else.
Do you need to pick me up
Um,
there, Gedlin? We could maybe break in this room and brew some coffee or something.
That would be fantastic. Anybody mind giving me a hand here? I don't know if the coffin opens somewhere else, like through, a button or a lever or something, or if we just need more muscle.
I got you back. Never mind. So
Okay.
muscle-wise, I don't have your back. But if you want to like feed the muscle and I can be a set of eyes or something, I can do that.
Are you still
I'm
a
not spoken
goat?
too soon.
Yeah, you
No,
are a
I thought
goat.
that.
Oh, okay. All right.
I was trying to surprise you. I was trying to make you think that I had actually turned into a goat from that staff, but nobody bought it. So
Oh, okay. Did you want to go in the room then, Marika?
yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I haven't been around him as my character, but I have been like following. Yeah.
That's
Marika's
okay.
with you.
Uh,
Sorry, I might have spoken too soon. I have terrible strength if that muscle's what you need. But if you need like another set of eyes, or you want me to go check on something, I got you, boo.
okay. Let's see here. Yeah, does
I don't
anyone
think
want
we
to
get-
go up to it and investigate the coffin or something like that?
Let's do it. I can do. Yeah.
I'll go with
What
you.
about it?
Marika up there. Is she still guided?
I'll re-up it because it's probably done.
I
Alright,
keep
so
forgetting to
that's
cast
1d4,
guidance on
right?
myself.
Okay.
It's
All right. For a new
14.
and 14. Okay.
yeah.
Did you roll your guidance D4 as well?
Uh huh.
Okay, sweet. You realize that it's not actually all that stuck. There's just a hinge and a clasp, and so if you lift the clasp, it'll hinge open.
All right. Do I do it? Anyone do it?
Yeah, let's do this.
Do it.
All right. I slowly. Is it heavy or light? Like, do I have to like?
It's pretty heavy, but you are able to manage it on your own.
I have a -1 strength, so I feel like I do get to a point, and I'm like, I'm slipping. I'm slipping.
There we go. That was the sound effect I was going for. All right. The stone lid to the coffin hinges open and makes kind of a thud on the other side as it rests on the ground. The illusory light comes down and hits a plaque, a wooden plaque, which Marika gets a full view of as the letters just glow brightly. And it says in the words, it says in common, "Drown your sorrows." And at the exact same time, you hear a door start to slide shut right here. You have 6 seconds to react. This is treated like initiative.
Ah!
I'm out of
All
there.
right. I'm gonna vote for it. Yeah, I'm just gonna die for it.
Okay, yep, you
Yeah.
only can move up to your movement speed. So just keep
Son of
that.
a gun, why did I end up on the other side of the freaking ass? But only moved 25 feet. No!
Wait, can't you dash?
No. I don't look on bonus actions or anything, but like I really don't.
Well, I
Well-
think you can.
Yeah, you
If
got
you-
time to
if
dash.
As an action,
initiative.
yeah, as an action, you can dash.
Yeah, you can get out.
and get out.
Okay.
I can get here.
Twice my movement speed, right?
Yeah.
Yep, that's how that would work.
Everybody?
Dan, what did you say? What did you say before the door was shutting? Did we hear something?
No, that I was just mentioning the flavor of the lid of the coffin making a thud as it opened.
Okay.
It revealed that wooden plaque that says "Drown your sorrows," and then the door started to come down, and that made a noise.
Hey,
I think
Joffrey,
that was
Joffrey.
all.
Yeah. Hey, Joffrey.
Yeah.
What were those glowy, intricate line things on the wood? They had
Oh.
lines that went everywhere.
They said run away. Run away. There's no reason to be in here. Run away.
Zorn's the
Oh,
only one
okay.
in there. Did he want to move out too?
Sorry, I was
No,
thinking
he's
about
just
it.
chilling.
Nah, he's a coward. He would have sprinted out of there.
Okay. All right. Well,
Yeah.
you safely exit as you hear the gushing sounds of a torrent of wine. As you can smell and hear hundreds, thousands, tens of thousands of gallons of wine spilling into the room, covering the floor within
Don't do it,
seconds.
Kevin. I'll put it back
And
in.
after
Gedlin
6
would like to make a
seconds.
Gedlin would like to make a perception check to find out if to like smell. Is this good wine or is this like cheap garbage wine?
Oh, it's disgusting wine.
Okay.
You don't really need to do a check for that. It smells foul. It's definitely wine. It's just been here a long time. It's no good for drinking. And as the door comes slamming shut at the end of the 6 seconds, all of you manage to somehow make it through that door, which is incredible that all of you could do that in 6 seconds. I don't know if that's even possible in real life, no matter how fast you're moving. Your reaction speeds were just on it. And a gushing of wine seeps under the door right before it closes and seals off, leaving your feet standing in maybe a handful of gallons of nasty, disgusting wine. As you hear the room behind you filling up with liquid. And
I
the
want to go back.
sloshing
I
of
want to go back.
wine.
I feel
And
like
it's-
it would smell terrible in the hallway here. Like we were like,
It's not long before you hear the wine stop flowing and things start to settle down. And as you're gaining your composure from what happened, because this all happened very, very quickly within the matter of less than a minute, you hear distinct movements in the wine. It sound nothing like the wine entering the room. Distinctly different. Something very mysterious to you that you can't identify.
And we think something is in the vine.
Or was summoned by the wine. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. We got a lot of undead things around here. Maybe these are like undead cirrhosis patients.
Well, I'm impressed. You guys managed to not get yourselves trapped in there. That would have been a headache for you. That would have been terrible. Very impressed.
I still want to check out the 2 little hallways. I don't know about you guys, but
Yeah, I do too. I kind of think we should have done it first, but okay, I'll go this way. You go that way.
dibs.
All right. Do you want to like try to? I mean, I suppose I could cast fly on a couple of us, but then I will need to take a break.
If we need it, I'd say yeah, go until we need it.
I honestly want to just try and walk up it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Okay.
I'll describe Zorn's first here. As Zorn starts to walk, he doesn't feel any difference. He walks on it, starts to the rest of you. He starts moving up. Pretty soon, he's almost sideways. Zorn, to your perception, it feels like you're walking on a normal floor. You don't feel any difference.
I look back towards the group and I just realize I'm staring at the floor, and so I look up at them. And yeah, see, I like it's just like a weird gravitational distortion or something. And I just keep going.
oh, like an optical illusion thing?
If I keep going, do I just come back around on the other side?
Yes, as you go through, you end up right here.
It's like a big hamster wheel. We could honestly exercise through here forever. Was there, like, as I went, was there any, like, detour at the top? Like, could I have, when I was perfectly upside down, could I have, like, gone down the hallway but upside down?
I'm having a hard time wrapping my brain around what you said. You mean like other corridors you could go down?
Right, so, like, if I'm envisioning this room as essentially a big hamster wheel. If I walk into the perception of everybody else, I was perpendicular to the floor. If I kept going, I would have at some point been like upside down directly above them right here. Right?
You would have been, but you couldn't see them. No, actually, I would say something far more interesting to you has happened. And you're just now coming to recognize it as you come down the other side and you're looking for your friends. Guys! And you notice that the goat man's body is missing and you can't seem to see your friends.
Oh.
Everything else looks identical.
What about down the path? Like towards the wine room?
You go over there and the door is open to the wine room and there's no wine and there's nothing on the floor.
I'm scared, so I run back.
Meh.
You run
I
back.
run back and
Oh.
go, yeah, back the way I came.
Okay, you come out the bottom, back where you had initially started the climb, and you, I would say you're probably worried enough that you accidentally bump into Jacoby, and you're so startled but also encouraged by the presence of your friend that you feel comforted by this.
I hug his leg.
Don't ever leave me, Jacoby.
Okay.
You're my favorite elf
Okay.
man.
Oh man. You guys, I thought I lost you. You like if you just keep
Where did
going,
you go?
like if you just keep going, you guys disappeared. I thought I was like I think I figured something out. It's like a ring. Like you go up and around and then you're in a different place. I think it's the ring is a path to
What's
another
the
tomb.
ring? Ooh. Man, I was hoping it was a trinket. That's so disappointing. I was imagining the most beautifulest trinket I could have taken from this place.
I think
Oh, well.
I think this path is a ring and it takes you to another tomb because I did check.
Yeah.
And like I got to the same intersection, but you guys weren't there, and that dead goat man wasn't there, and the door that would lead back into the wine
winery?
room, what was there and open, and there was no wine. So I think it's just a weird dimensional loop situation.
Ooh, like a one-tent staircase thing? Maybe
Yeah.
not. But yeah, I see what you're saying. I understand what you're saying, though. Ignore
I
me.
mean, it does make sense that it's a ring.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, do we
I'm
want
on
to go
board.
up and check it out?
Sure.
I think so, but I think as we go, we should all like hold hands or something.
I'll go first because I can teleport back, hopefully, if need
Because
be.
you guys disappeared, and I did not like that.
I mean,
All right, buddy method.
All right, so
I
you're all
just-
gonna do it now.
yeah.
All right,
I think so.
cool. All right.
I just keep
I'll get
holding
right
on to
behind
Jacoby's
Zod.
leg.
All right. Well, following suit is Zorn. Is Zorn the leader?
No, Davri is.
I'll lead.
Oh, okay. Following Davri, then you all walk up around the ring, and then you. It just feels like you're walking along a straight floor. It's kind of weird because it looks like it definitely moves up in front of you, like it slopes up, but the entire time it just feels like you're walking on a flat floor. And as you get back down from the other side down into the intersection, you almost have to like be careful to make sure you don't just keep walking and miss the intersection because everything looks so similar, and you're so focused on where you're walking, it's actually hard to see the intersection. But you get there, and part of the reason it's difficult to find that intersection is the goat man is gone. He's just not there.
Okay. Do we want to go check out the wine room again, or I think
Yeah.
a better test would be, let's go look at the giant shaft and see if that's different.
The
Yeah,
giant
okay.
staircase.
Yeah.
Yeah. To both.
Yeah, I think one then the other. My guesses would be we don't see anything different, but maybe it's inverted. That'd be cool. Maybe there's a big old pyramid pillar thingy instead of a shaft.
Okay. All right. as you move over there, it's quite dark by comparison to the last time. You can't really see down the massive chamber, and I guess you're not immediately sure what to make of that.
What if you have Devil's Sight? Can you still not see down the chamber?
That's correct.
Guys, this darkness is not. This is like abnormal. This is not just normal. It's dark because I can see in that, and I can't see what's going on down there.
Oh, it's magical,
that's
or
unfortunate.
can you see through magical darkness as well?
I can also see through magical darkness, and I still can't see through that.
So this
That's
is like
minute.
super magic dark.
Or illusionary, or yeah, I don't.
This is
Maybe,
like, yeah.
maybe it's
It's
not
more
even
intentional
there.
than it should be.
Right.
Maybe it's just nothing, like it's empty
Ooh,
space,
I didn't think about a
actually.
void into darkness.
also a possibility. Deeply disconcerting. Sorry. I'm gonna walk around to that shaft and see if there's another devil statue like Jacoby had reported.
There is. Yep, it looks the same.
What about
Okay.
the chained zombies?
I'll go. Ooh, is the plaque the same? Is there still a plaque there?
There is still a plaque there, and it has the same writing on it.
That was a
Okay.
better question. That was a good thought.
And you can kind of see the zombies, actually, from where you're standing. Yeah, you can see them over there. They're still there.
The same zombies. Different tomb. I don't know quite what to make of this.
I think we try the wine room again. I think maybe this
Okay.
took us to like a different part. I don't know. Maybe it unlocks something within that room.
One second, guys. All right, you hear a rumbling sound,
Sorry, I'm hungry.
and that was funny. The sound came from the direction of the ring that you walked around.
Like down the hallway direction?
Yep.
Oh.
Did it sound like the previous door opening again or anything like that?
No, it sounded like a bunch of rocks falling.
Ooh, a party just died.
Looks like Gedlin is close enough you could see it. Gedlin, as you walk down the pathway through the dust that's clearing, you see your pathway is completely blocked by a cave-in.
What?
Well, that's not good. That's real bad.
Would you like to do a perception check for me?
I would love to do a perception check for you.
I would love to.
That would be an 18.
You hear the familiar sound of a voice on the other side, laughing.
A familiar voice laughing?
Yeah.
Silbor? Son of a bitch.
Oh.
Well, he hasn't gotten much farther than us, I guess. Like, that's a good thing. Like, he's still a prick, but
Yeah.
he's not doing any better.
Let's see here. What spells do I have?
If I go up to touch it, it's like it is stone. It's solid.
Yeah, it's genuine stone. Yeah, yeah.
Sarak's not gonna like this.
Do you know who you're messing with?
This could be days of cleanup. Who knows?
Tomb
Yeah, I
dwarves
mean,
are
like-
not
like-
going to be
like-
jazzed.
How big of pieces of rock are we talking about?
Oh, we're talking like boulders, basically. Like the roof was like it gave way, and the rock above it just fell in.
So we're trapped up here, is what you're saying?
Yes, yeah.
It seems like it. Unless Marika, are you like learned in the ways of like moving earth, molding
actually,
into
A little
stone?
bit, I think. One moment. Sorry,
Do you-
I think I am.
Do you have transmute stone? Is that something you have?
I think I can turn into an earth elemental if I need to, if that helps.
Not since you turned into a goat.
You do.
No, but I can do it twice with a short rest.
It takes 2 to turn into an elemental.
Oh, sorry, you're right. Okay, my bad, y'all.
That's unfortunate.
no.
I didn't realize
But
that.
that's pretty funny.
I hope
I
your
knew-
goat bit was worth
I
it.
knew your goat was gonna, yeah.
I hope
got
your
his
goat
goat.
bit was worth it.
I should have used polymorph instead and not wild shape. Anything about moving earth? No, mold earth. I have mold earth. I knew I had it. Okay, so you
Is
do
that
the
the
portion of dirt
cantrip?
or stone that you can see within range and that fits with a 5-foot cube. Is that gonna help? Or is it bigger than that?
Well, it's bigger than that, but see, if I remember right, the ceilings in this place are 20 feet tall. So you got 20 feet times 5 feet times 5 feet in terms of volume of stone that has filled just one square. I mean, it's more than that, but just be simple about it. Your pathway is blocked by a very large amount of stone.
Can I help move some of the bigger racks with my little window?
Most of them are bigger than even a full-grown humanoid, like medium-sized
Oh,
humanoid
okay.
could move. You'd need like a giant or something to move a lot of these.
I mean,
Yeah, sorry, I
perhaps
can
it's
make too
worth
many trips though.
perhaps it is worth exploring this tomb, this side of the ring, this.
Yeah. I feel like that one just kind of became a dead end.
Yeah. I'm kind of curious to go back to like the Tomb Dwarves workshop and see if that's still there.
That would make sense to check. Yes.
Okay. All right, I'll let you move your tokens. You know the way.
Let me find the map. There we go.
Yep, that secret door opens without an issue. No Tomb Dwarf in the scrying pool. Of course, you didn't look into the pool, so that's fine. You get to the staircase. Zorn, looking at the staircase, it seems dark where there would be stairs going down.
It
That-
did tell us to descend into the darkness.
It did say into darkness descend,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like that's the last clue. Did we
Yeah, we got some more stuff to clear.
miss a ton of shit?
I think we.
I mean, we
I
haven't-
feel like I keep mentioning it, but like we walked right past the zombie thing.
Yeah, we haven't explored up north yet either, have we?
Yeah.
No, like there was other stuff.
Yeah, let's keep
Yeah.
exploring before we go. Let's clear rooms and then
Okay,
descend into darkness.
so
Madness.
I haven't done anything to the map, so I'm gonna have to give you theater of the mind here for a bit. Zorn, as you get into this hallway, you can hear activity north of you,
Uh-oh.
where the Tomb Dwarves were.
Shit. I motioned to I feel like Davri is the guy who's supposed to like sneak me around, and I motioned to him to come join me.
I'm like, huh? What? What you need, little buddy?
Listen, there's activity like where those dwarves we fought were, like it's like they're back or something. Do you hear anything?
I guess I'll make a perception check.
Yep.
Yoop.
Pretty hard to hear when you're humming to yourself.
No, this is how I perceive. It's very intricate sonar. 29.
29. Yeah, you hear the sound of tomb dwarves working in the other room. They're definitely constructing another one of those tomb guardians. You can hear the machines making noise. And then because you just have ears like a bat and the eyes of a hawk and the smell of a bloodhound, you can you perceive that there's also activity behind the door to Wither's room.
Ooh, that's really interesting. Okay, well I'm just going for it. I'm going to sneak on up there, and
Okay.
things are about to happen, I guess.
All right.
Be alive.
Which one do you want to go to?
Ooh, I'm actually more curious on Wither's
Okay.
room. Was that
Did
was
you-
north, right?
That's the
West.
one to the west.
Or that's to the west. Okay.
Did you want to like sneak up and peek through the door or something?
Yeah, it's exactly
Okay.
it. Yep.
I bet you could peek through the keyhole if you wanted to.
Okay.
Get
Yeah,
limited
I'll do that.
view. But, okay.
Mhm.
Looking
I'll take what
through,
I can get.
you can see Withers sitting at his desk, surrounded by a bunch of crawling claws on the floor and on his desk, and that that skeletal songbird is in the cage.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna convene everybody. Little powwow here, guys. We either time traveled or dimension traveled or something. Cause remember that guy that was all dead and stuff?
Yeah.
He's alive. Wait, I'm gonna look at my amulet. Is my
Wait,
amulet
what?
still there?
Your amulet is still there.
Uh-oh.
Okay, I'm gonna really quickly run back to the keyhole and see. Can I spot the amulet on him?
Yeah, you can see, just barely, you can see the chain of an amulet around his neck.
Okay.
No, we get
Alright.
back in time.
And I'm running back. No, I think we switched dimensions or something because he's got an amulet and I've still got my amulet. And I don't know what's going on here. But this
I
time we
don't-
can take him alive.
I'm
Wait,
so
what-
confused. I feel like I need to roll a sanity check.
Probably like a wisdom save, right? If you want.
Sure. That sounds fun. Yeah.
And you could, yeah.
17, I'm probably okay.
Yeah, I think so too.
Do we want to talk to this version of Whispers? I'm intentionally not using his real name.
Oh, okay. I was wondering.
I'm being intentionally disrespectful.
I see. Not just
do-
accidentally.
Right.
I do think the situation is weird enough. It might warrant it. It'd be wild if he knows we killed him, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
I
Good
suppose.
point. In the interest of gathering information, I suppose we can talk to him and then kill him.
Yeah, and this guy is a wealth of knowledge. He might know what's going on here.
This is true. Do you want me to go first? I promise I won't open with the killing.
I kind of think Zoran should go first. No disrespect. But, you know. I guess a
He's
little
well versed
disrespect.
out of the rest of you.
It's fair.
He is better worded than the rest of us.
I very
Gedlin's
much
usually,
doubt-
yeah, Gedlin's usually the face guy, but just in this one instance, I don't know. I feel better with Zoran doing it.
Except with undead things.
Right, right.
I respect it. I respect
Yeah.
your position. I recognize and respect it.
You weren't here for it, Davri, but he also had a weird gaff with a king at one point.
All these things happen.
I was wrongfully accused in the middle of this dungeon. I'm just like, excuse you. I was wrongfully accused of a crime and arrested for what was obviously a crime I didn't commit. steal somebody's pig. I spent the entire night partying in the tavern in front of everybody, and I was arrested.
I'll say Gedlin usually does take point, and his words tend not to get us in trouble. So
It's the sword.
right.
Yeah, it's when he summons the blasted sword. I guess if everybody's cool with it, I will.
Yeah,
I
please
I
do.
gently knock on the door.
Yeah, I'll be right behind you. Just kind of twiddling my thumbs, like not aggressive or anything.
I'll be on
Yeah.
the other side of the door from Dogry, so either one of us is flanking the door.
Yes.
You can't see me, but I'll be right there in case.
Who's
anything
there?
happens.
I suppose you don't know me. I might be a bit lost, but I feel like, are you with us?
Come in, adventurer. I will not harm you. You have my word.
I sheepishly walk in, and I just say, "Well, howdy."
I will be right freaking behind him, like right outside the door. Like,
Keeping an eye on the situation.
Same. I feel like I'm behind, like where the door's opening up, so I'm using the door as like a shield, but I'm still peeking around with like.
I think you can tell based on my compatriots' behaviors that this is a very awkward interaction, and I feel like you might know why. Is that a fair assumption?
Well, yes, but I am curious. How did you know I was here?
See, this is where we're getting confused. I thought you might understand why. There's a ring room that leads to another tomb, if you get my gist.
Is one trap of my own creation. I am pleased to hear that I am actually manifesting in my own false tomb. This is most pleasing to me. I'm sure the real Withers is getting quite the kick out of this. Real Withers? I'm the real Withers. That one is a fraud. So you find yourselves trapped, do you?
Well, there was another incident involving another party, and that has nothing to do with it. We're more concerned about your well-being. You see, I think we're great friends.
What a strange thing to say. See, I have never met you before, and yet you talk as if we know each other.
Well, that depends on if you're actually the real Withers, or if we've been being lied to, you know?
Of course I'm the real Withers. Who else would I be?
Is he telling the truth?
yeah,
Probably
insight check.
Yeah, insight time.
God, I roll low. 18.
13.
Okay, I will find out.
You know, Jacoby's also rolling insight.
You just want to roll again.
Let's see.
I
I
don't
was like,
know
you sees it.
Jacoby got an
Withers.
8.
Yo, wait, hold on, Withers. Let me guide myself real quick.
I should have guided myself.
Remind me what your rolls were?
I got an 18.
Okay.
I got a 13.
Okay. Those are the only ones that we care about?
Jacoby got an 8. He doesn't know anything.
Jacoby's pretty sure it's the right Withers. You're pretty sure it's the right Withers. Zorn thinks this guy believes he's the right Withers, but doesn't actually think this is the right Withers.
Gedlin was predisposed to believe that this was not the right wizard or Withers. Like, that was his intuition. But
Yeah.
now I'm not sure. Now I'm not sure.
Halfling, what troubles you? A great change has come across your face.
It's nothing, really. I'm surprised to meet you here instead of the other you. But now that I've met you, the other you seems less surprising to not be here. Does that make sense?
Yes, I
No.
suppose it does.
Davri's like counting on his fingers, like Davri cannot follow it at all.
Well, so I guess I don't know. I feel a bit sheepish in asking, but would you possibly be inclined as to help us in our predicament? Acerak certainly seems to be willing to help us with his like hints and everything. So, I don't know. Is that far-fetched to ask?
No, not at all. In fact, I'm sure Sararak would be greatly pleased to meet you, and possibly kill you, but that is up to him to decide. I am the custodian of this tomb. I don't make such decisions. Now, if you were to attack my tomb dwarves outright, then I would be forced, but you have made no such move against me, so I am inclined to potentially assist you and see what happens. I've spent many years here. The excitement is almost overwhelming. I can't wait to see what you might do. Wonder how deep you can get. Not many have gotten very deep.
You know, I share your excitement. We're quite perplexed by this predicament that we seem to be in. Is there another way out of this reality into the other tomb? Are there other tombs?
There's one way for us to find out if we are truly in the fake tomb. You see, I believe it to be, but, well, if I am a fabrication of this tomb, may not have all the information. Follow me. We shall consult the scrying pool. Withers walks out slowly
That makes sense of it.
and makes his way to the scrying pool and gazes into it without any hesitation.
I want to ask him as we're walking by. Sorry, I just want to slow it down while I think about this because I
Sure.
feel like there's a dumb but fun question that could be asked. Go ahead. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get where I want to get.
Okay. Well, he bends over the scrying pool and looks into it. He takes a few seconds looking. And he stands
I
back
whisper
up.
to Gedlin, like, on guard.
Stands back up and he
Gillen's-
looks at you. This pool does not
Knowingly?
seem to be working.
Oh, good.
Normally, I should be able to look through any of the eyes of the tomb guardians that wander this tomb, no matter the level. I can only see the ones that are on this level.
So what does that tell you?
Something is either disjointed or we are in my favorite invention ever.
Oh,
Do tell.
Well, you see, the solution is simple. Merely go back to the ring and walk through the other direction.
So listen, there's this guy, and I will definitely do a deception check if you want me to. There's this guy, he's a real prick. He definitely killed some of your tomb dwarves. He's a wizard. His name is Silbor. He has terrible breath. He just looks like one of those guys you want to punch, just like off the bat. Like, I don't know, you don't know anything about him. You just want to punch him in the face. He broke your trap by blocking it up, by collapsing rubble and blocking your trap and breaking your trap. Do you want a deception check?
I was going to ask for you to give me one of the charisma checks based on
I would very
which
much
one you want to
prefer
do.
persuasion.
That was truthful enough. I would probably take persuasion, but he's definitely going to raise an eyebrow and like, I built this trap. That's not possible. Sort of reaction.
17. You can come with us and look, bro. Like, We were just exploring.
No, he's convinced, but he does want you to show him. Yes, take me to this.
Let's go.
Gedlin is less hostile now, knowing that this guy is not real. That we killed the real one, or at least he believes that we killed the real one. Since this guy managed to confirm that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm super curious with this. Like, how is this all possible? I know I'm slightly aware of the term simulacrum or anything like that, but how would you create an entire alternative space like this?
Oh,
Like,
you
what
see,
would the
it's simple.
creatures-
And then he goes into an extremely complex discussion about the arcane arts that the DM is not capable of articulating that makes sense in the lore.
Sure.
Well, that fly over all of our heads too. Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. That all made
That was
sense.
beautiful roleplay. I appreciate it.
It seems like a wonderful place to potentially hide something of value. Are you keeping something that should be on the other realm in this realm? You know, like a haha, I tricked you.
As we pass the room with the 3 bridled or restrained zombies, I'm gonna say, "Hey, what's in there?" Just gonna ask him.
Papa Zodel.
That's awesome.
Okay, cool.
The more you know.
Also, he says that there's nothing hidden here that he knows of. That would be beyond his knowledge, if there was. So yeah, you.
I love how flippantly he just threw that out there. That's amazing. Yeah, Papa.
Papa
And what if in the room to the north?
Yeah.
Would that be Kabazon then? Kubazon?
Yeah, what's up with
Who's
that cool demon mask you got up there?
That you must find out yourselves. Oh, I see the problem. He consults his spell book. By that, I mean I consult his spell book.
Turning people into zombies, making flesh monsters, making tea hot.
I know what's wrong with it. It ain't got no gas in it.
I love that. That's awesome. I don't know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it.
For a second, I thought Aaron was making another Sling Blade reference.
No, but a similar voice for sure.
Let's see. One moment while I check something. I love that I can consult the compendiums so quickly with the internet. It makes my life so much easier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is vocal and somatic. Okay. He starts reaching out and feeling this wall, muttering something under his breath. Yes. It appears you have been quite fooled.
You're the first
And
time.
then he waves his hand, and all of a sudden, the rocks disappear out of sight, and it's just a completely empty hallway.
Did we try like running through them?
So I touched them. They were physical.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So it was an illusion?
Yes. It's a very
that way?
powerful one indeed. It's no surprise to me that you had difficulty identifying it. I had to use... Well, let's say it was quite difficult to sense it myself. I had to draw very, very deep within the well of my arcane abilities, which of course are very, very powerful. Yes. Well, before I go, might I ask, what happened to the last Withers?
We left him very peacefully.
Yeah, definitely
very
need a
peaceful.
deception check for that one.
19.
Figured we were just gonna throw Silber under the bus again.
Right, I forgot it was me because I tried to. I was like, well, there's that jerk named Silver.
Yeah.
That's what, like, when I was saying I
You
wanted
lie
to
to me
to him.
after I help you. And
No, we left him peacefully.
Silver.
he disappears from your sight right after he yells at you.
Oh, I forgot
No
that-
real indication of how or why or what happened.
Time to leave. I don't think Ghost Boy can follow us out of the trap.
I'm still curious to like check out the other rooms. I don't know what to do.
All right, let's
I mean,
get
if he's
you.
not coming back, maybe we didn't like upset him that bad.
The like descend
Yeah,
into
but-
darkness thing makes me think that this is the actual like right way to descend. I don't know.
Maybe. Do you
Uh,
want to go check out the wine room?
I'll give you a hint if you do an insight check on that.
I could definitely do an insight check.
Make it happen.
Oh damn, I haven't rolled above 10. 13.
Okay, so while you've been here, you've noticed that there are some very odd things going on. Like occasionally, once in a while, you see what could only be really like described as like a flicker, where it seems like the fabric of reality isn't quite seamless as it should be. And this darkness that has been spanning the great staircase and that smaller staircase is not actually darkness. It's more of like an eerie, solid blackness that you can't pierce even with the brightest torch or the greatest dark vision.
Okay.
It is unsettling, to say the least.
This is
now
so
that you
rude, but
realize this.
this is so weird. But I do think we should check the wine room while up here. Like, there's gotta be a
Agreed.
point in this area.
Yep. I think that we're
No,
supposed to go to the wine room after going through the loop-de-loop. And then we got to go back the opposite way to get back to our regular reality.
Yes.
No, we
I'd
can go
rather
back the way we
to our
came.
regular
'cause-
reality before we descend into the darkness.
Right, we can go back the way we came because that's what Zorn did. I'm curious if there's another level. If we go from here down the other hallway, if it takes us to another level of this.
I'm curious about that too. If you just kept doing loops.
Yeah.
Okay,
Maybe we can meet another Withers.
are you going into the wine room then?
Wine room. Wine room.
Yeah.
Everything
I will
seems
go-
exactly as it was before you went in the first one.
I'm going to suggest that I should take point on this because I can teleport my way out if worse comes to worse. I might not
I'm
have
gonna-
clothes on, but we can deal with that.
I also think
Oh.
you're super good at dodging should there be a trap.
Yeah, there's one more thing that's different. The glyph that you had seen before is missing.
Ooh.
See, I was kind of curious to like be when the wine. What I should have done was gone into the glyph to see what happened.
You mean in the old wine room?
Yes, when the wine came out, like it was an abjuration glyph. It might have been like a magic circle type thing to like protect you from the wine. It just would have been interesting.
It's definitely an interesting thought. I'll stay out here if you guys want to go in there and then maybe pop the sarcophagus and then bolt out. That's okay. I'm not gonna.
I will stay closer to the door, but I will give Davri guidance.
Okay. Feeling very guided right now. Question for the group. Do you guys think I should be standing inside of this little magical square area or outside of it when I open
On
think-
this one, it doesn't matter.
Oh, it doesn't
think
even
that's-
show.
It's
Okay.
missing. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Right? I maybe
Okay.
check the room for other things as well. I don't know.
Yeah, it's a good point. I'm gonna check for traps, like any traps,
Uh-oh.
any.
That was
That
wild.
was, that was an accident.
Is the illusionary sunlight still there?
It is.
Yeah, I'm gonna check for traps, any like spigots that look like they might dump wine, anything like that.
I think
Okay.
the wine comes out of the face
Uh,
holes.
I'm positive they do.
Yeah, probably the
You
gargoyles.
have the prior knowledge of the wine dumping out of the gargoyle faces, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Quite rapidly. Yeah, their mouths just opened and the wine gushed out.
Gotcha.
So this is the top line. The ring is a path to another tomb.
Yeah, it's the other tomb, I think.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna open up the sarcophagus.
Okay.
See if that could possibly backfire.
Oh, lots of ways.
Marika's gonna lean her head in. Are there more light up lines? Are there more glowy lines?
Well, as he opens it, the same thing happens. There's a wooden plaque in there, and the words say "Drown your sorrows," and they glow in the illusory sunlight. The mouths open agape, and the wine starts pouring out,
Ah, crap.
Okay,
and the
got
door
it.
starts to close.
Get out.
Missed the key. Sorry, guys. All right, I'm gonna cheese it.
And the door closes.
So the question is, do we want to go back the hallway we came, or go down the south hallway and see if it takes us back, or to yet another tomb?
The second option. The second line in on the placard was the dead abhor sunlight. So the illusory sunlight is definitely a clue here.
That makes sense. We have to somehow put that sunlight out.
Or maybe there's a room eventually that doesn't have the sunlight.
Could be. Yeah.
I'm inclined to follow Gedlin and continue our loop to see if it goes to another tomb.
Agreed. And again, worst case Ontario, we're back to coming back here.
Worst case
Or we
Ontario.
die.
Yeah.
I like that. That's funny.
Yeah, then we're just back to, because we're gonna walk past this place to get to the circle-y, spirally staircase. So
Okay, well, let's go. Back that way.
Okay, so you're gonna go through the ring again.
Yeah, south.
Okay. As you go through the ring, you come out the other side and you see Devlin's body.
Okay.
Okay. It's a hamster wheel. It's upside down. He
Do we
explained
want
that
to
to us.
go? Do we want to go talk to Papa Zodel? Because I mean, it's that, or we mess with the demon mask. It's not really, or we go down.
Or we try and figure out this tomb still. Do you think one of the other tombs has the answer to this tomb?
possibly.
Is this door open now, Dan?
It's still closed. There's a couple drips of wine coming through.
Or we completely screwed the pooch?
Yeah, is it full of wine still? Can we tell? Can I go knock on the door and see if it's full of wine?
Definitely very solid thud. Like, no, there's not. It feels like that door has a lot of pressure against it.
There's no air back there. Yeah.
Well, hopefully there's just more and more levels that we can go to and more cellars.
You hear the sound all of a sudden go by you, and it kind of startles you, but it's on the other side of the door. You hear a through the wine.
So there's
Yeah.
something moving in this room too, then, like the other one.
We went back to the original.
Yeah, we're back
Yeah.
to the original.
You are in the original.
Okay.
Did we hear anything at the last one aside from it like filling up? Was there also
there
stuff
was
moving
another
around?
sound after
Yeah.
that, moving in the wine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. It basically went down the exact same way. Yep.
I say we pop open Papa Zodel's tomb, and it's a good start.
Yep, we can work
I
our way
guess.
back here.
Okay,
I
let's do
mean,
it.
I don't know. I mean, as best I can tell, it's that. Mess with the demon mask or continue down. Or I guess go back and piss off
Wait.
Withers again. And
Is the demon mask up north?
yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Is that where you want
Oh
to go
yeah,
first?
it sure is. No. I'm fine going either way. I just didn't know what he was referring to. Okay. Yeah, I mean we know that Papa Zodal's down south. Let's go check that out.
I'm also pretty sure Papa Zodal is a cool guy.
Yeah, I think he was a cool guy.
Hello,
Okay.
poopy zombies.
Same situation. Bunch of really disgusting zombies attached to chains with a pulley that should lift the door if they walked away from you. And in the middle of the room, there is a large cart with a sarcophagus in it, and you can kind of see bones strewn on the floor. There are also 4 statues at the far end of the room, but it's a little difficult to see them right now.
Zorn, how often can you scare away dead people?
I haven't done it in a while, so I could definitely do it now. I was thinking the same thing. I need short rests in order to regain it, so it's not the worst thing to try.
I can
mean, like-
teleport.
I would just say, like, I think we're probably going to be due for a short rest here eventually. But probably before we descend another level. So unless you think it's going to be super useful this time, or like while we're still on this level, it might be I mean, yeah, you can teleport, but like that also has some risks associated with it.
That's true. It does.
I do think it makes sense to turn on dead here. Yeah, it might be the least problematic.
At least
Unless we wanted to throw like a dead body part through these holes.
And
see if
anybody
it
got a
blasts
loose-
it.
Anybody got a loose pork chop?
I mean, we got some tomb goblins or whatever they're called.
Those might work
Dwarves?
as zombie treats, actually.
Ooh. I am gonna hold up
Throw
one of my
those
soul
and-
trinkets and see if they're at all interested in my soul trinkets.
Oh, what do you have for soul trinkets?
I have a Night Stalker soul trinket, a Flesh Golem, and a Yuan Ti soul trinket left. And I'm gonna individually pick, like, grab the soul trinket, kind of wave it in the air, and see what their eyes do. See if their eyes follow it.
They ignore the 2 that aren't the Yuan Ti.
Ooh, what do they do with the Yuan Ti one?
They seem to kind of salivate.
Huh.
Dang it.
All
Where
right.
did you put all that lore? Was that back in the other chat?
Lore on the door for this one?
No, on the gods. Way back
Oh.
when.
I think it's
Yeah,
in
I
this
think it
chat, but I can... Oh, yeah, it's in the other chat. That's right. Would you like me to paste it again?
Yeah, that might be helpful. Or pin it even might be helpful.
Okay, I'll see if I can find it here real quick. Go ahead and ask your questions. I'll multitask this here. It shouldn't be so hard.
I'm just gonna talk to the group and say, I'm just gonna chuck this thing if I can. If I can
Yeah, do you think that'll work?
keep their. I mean, it's not super. I can just create another soul trinket anytime someone dies, so it's really not the end of the world if I lose this thing.
Yes,
Um,
if that works, it would save us any
Yeah,
expenditures.
yeah. So I'm gonna go. What's this? Here's a shiny. Here's a shiny. See if I can throw it. Although, am I gonna be able to throw it past them with their faces in the face hole, or do I have to like wait a little bit and hide, sneak up?
Punch him a little bit.
Yeah.
It
I'll like poke one in the
clatters,
face with my sword.
clatters on the
Okay.
floor right here. You're able to get it in a little ways, and one starts to walk, but he's hampered by the rest of the chains. The other 2 don't seem to have noticed.
Bummer. All right, Zorn, do your thing, buddy.
I will pop and turn on dead.
Okay. And so I think the interesting thing is, these guys walk away and they die, I think. Let me double check.
If they are CR level 1 or lower, I could destroy undead if that's what you're getting at.
But you have the option to not destroy them, is that right?
I don't know if the option exists.
I might have
So-
just found a flaw in the actual official campaign. Okay, so here's my workaround for that. These are zombies that have the same stats, but they are CR level 1/2, which doesn't exist, so they don't die.
What?
Because if they die, then the door's going to close.
Right. They pull the door open for you. That is the important part. Allowing you to enter. Right here. They are at the end of their rope, literally.
In we go. You guys do the
boys.
work. I'm gonna concentrate on this nonsense, keeping them at bay.
I'm going to look for a way to either like wedge the pulley so it stays open like this.
Oh, yeah.
Or somehow keep this mechanism so it doesn't rely on zombies.
Yes.
Yeah, what's up with the statues? Because if they're not doing anything, I want to drag one of these pots over and use it to block the door.
Yeah, there you go.
So those pots are definitely 5-10 times the size of Gedlin, and they're full of bones. They're huge.
Can we
not-
use the bones?
We're getting Return to the Jedi now, aren't we?
You could probably try. Let's say Moa maybe mentions to Gedlin that this is Papa Zodal's shrine. That Moa doesn't. Let's see. I'm forgetting the alignment here. Hang on a second while I remind myself because it's been too long. Moa is not opposed. No, Moa is opposed to Wonko. That's right. Okay, so Moa is indifferent to Papa Zodal, but warns you that Papa Zodal can be rather dangerous if irritated. Doesn't have any idea on how to keep the door open.
I'm worried about these statues. I feel like we've seen magnetic statues.
Oh,
Been
yeah, I should
attacked
give
by
you the...
things we thought were statues. Like I'm eyeballing these statues.
Yes, thank you. That was what I was supposed to read. All right. 6 glass cauldrons, brimming with humanoid bones, line the walls of this tomb, at the center of which stands an ancient chariot bearing a bronze sarcophagus with treasure strewn atop it. Paintings on the chariot's body show a tall bird with a long, sharp beak. On the south wall, a bronze shield bears the embossed image of a Chultan warrior carrying a spear. Below, an inscription that reads, "Bow before no one." 4 bronze statues stand on pedestals to either side of the shield. They depict Chultan warriors, one with a sword, 2 with spears, and 1 missing its face. This is the bronze shield, right there, at the bottom.
We're getting conflicting information on whether or not to bow.
You're right, exactly. So,
Ooh, way back in my
Bow
notes,
to
I've got, yeah, Papa Zodal teaches us to bow to nobody.
So that would make sense with this.
Yeah. That was
But
the
then
dead
there
guy.
is that part about Bao as the dead god intoned.
Mm-hmm.
I'll advance forward and see.
Find
what
a
happens.
dead god or like a dead baby god or something.
No,
Papa
that's
Zodal?
what's going on in the basement. The dead baby god is in the basement. That's what the Serac is trying to use to turn himself into a god.
Okay.
Let's see.
I thought they had to do something with the dead god intoning people.
Mhm. Okay, well let's not bow in here. That's my guess.
So
Bow
let me go
before
ahead
noble.
and mark some stuff for you here so that it's more clear. This guy has sword. Oops, that's a really hard color to read on that background. Red's out of the right. Red's not helpful for. You can't see red very well, right, Jared?
Mark it, and I'll tell you if I can see it. I might be able to see it here.
I'm gonna try blue. Let's see if that's okay.
I can definitely
Sword.
see blue and yellows. Yep.
Sword. Spear. Spear. No face. There you go. Does that make sense?
Yep. Do you
After
think it's just
rereading it, yeah, sorry. After rereading it, bow to nobody could mean bow to the person that's not there.
right? Like, is it just a
Yeah.
weird play of words? It's bow
think it
before
is.
no one.
Yep.
What?
Yep.
Which one's no one?
Exactly.
That makes sense. Yeah. I like that.
Let's do some investigating, eh?
I'm pretty sure Papazotl's a chaotic god too.
Is it the one with no face?
Yeah.
Probably, right?
That would be my guess. Yeah.
That'd be my guess. And I do think that's the bow as the dead god intoned. It's telling you to, yeah, bow, yeah,
Bow to nobody.
bow to no one is what the dead
Okay.
god intoned.
Yep.
He's just telling you which one to bow to. I would not be that close to those zombies, just FYI.
Oh, me?
Oh,
No,
you mean
I moved.
Wait,
I
aren't
moved
those
so I could
statues?
read the words.
Oh.
No, these
Oh,
guys.
yeah.
Oh.
I moved so I could read the words he typed because the dynamic lighting was covering him. But
Oh, gotcha.
did we figure out a way to keep the door open?
No, but the zombies, instead of running away, have just kind of like moved at the. They're still at the end of their chain, but they've moved over to the other side of the room and they're still holding the door open.
We've just herded them into
Is
the
there-
corner.
Well, is there something that we could like the trick is the chain, right? Can we just arrest the chain? Do we
Yeah.
the rod of the immovable rod, just stick that in the chain.
Oh, yeah.
Like right by where the pulley is? Yeah. Like at the top of the pulley.
Or anywhere, it won't be able to move. Yeah.
Oh, true. Yeah.
Under the door.
That too, yeah.
Mhm. Yep.
Somewhere where we could grab it easily when needed.
Yeah, that's a good solution. I forget you had that. Okay,
I
we'll say
just don't
door.
remember.
Door is open now. Yeah.
Okay. Got it. Now I can move around without worrying about the zombies too.
Oh yeah.
We might, now that we've got it open, we might want to deal with the zombies. The turn dead doesn't last forever.
I got this.
Yeah. It's like, Gedlin?
Hold on, let me read it.
It's your turn.
Each undead that can see or hear within they are turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. As soon as you hit them, they're not turned anymore.
That's right.
As soon as I hit one, that one is not turned, correct?
Correct.
Alright, so I'm going to fire 3 Eldritch Blasts into 1. There's a 17 hit.
Yeah.
Max damage, 14 points of radiant damage.
I think 2 shots would take 1 down.
Okay. Next shot is a 26 to hit for 10 points of damage, of radiant damage.
Okay.
Alright, so that's... Was
Yeah,
that
just
1 down?
Go ahead and keep firing. They're not going to be able to return to you. Return. It's just.
Can we just say they're
20
dropped then?
yeah.
24 to hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fine with me. I wasn't sure if Zach wanted to role play it, and I don't want to steal his thunder.
I was just like,
you killed them all.
Pew! 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 Pew!
They all die. Yay. They were just zombies anyway. As they die, some bones animate on the floor, only in one area, and one of those very unique skeletons stands up and starts moving towards Gedlin. Now, I might take an initiative.
Oh,
Guys, another key.
we
this
need
one
those.
has a square helm. That would be an important thing to put in your notes, by the way. So before you had the triangle one, this one has a square one.
God, if we didn't kill those zombies, this guy never would have shown. I wonder if we've missed any
Ever gonna
others.
be Jacoby one day? Almost.
Let's see. Double checking. Yep, it's definitely the square one. Okay, did you want to attack it? Because it's going to attack you. Otherwise. Okay, alright. Let's jump back into
Unless
here.
Zorn raises a very specific and well-verbalized objection, Gedlin's going to attack.
No, blast that dust. We need his helmet.
Let's see. We
Give me
left
your
off on
fangs.
Marika, but we would be on Jacoby next. On the previous
Oh,
Did I
initiative.
beat Jacoby in initiative?
No, sorry, I
What? God dang
re-rolled
it.
for
Why
me
does
and
it never
Cody.
do that?
Oh, okay.
I
It like
re-rolled
held
as
my
well.
number, and then it didn't. 21. Come on.
21?
Nope.
For
I'm
Marika?
trying to
Okay, yeah.
get it to stick, and it won't do it.
Yeah, we'll
I
just
think
do
I-
a new initiative since Zach and,
Okay.
and Jared rolled. That works for me.
Mine ended almost in the
21.
same spot.
21.
There we go. 21.
Zorn, what did yours come out to be?
I updated it already.
All right.
14.
Then I need to roll mine. Don't matter for long. Getting ganged up on. Slightly lower. All right. There we go. Marika has first place. How exciting.
Finally, right?
You're at the back of the pack, though. You might have to move a little bit to get up there.
I used my first 2 actions to move. There it is. No, it's not going to take that long.
5,
I will
10,
take
15,
5,
20.
10, 15,
You could get here with
20,
20 movement speed.
And then, okay, so I'm finally going to learn how to do this. Here's my thing. If I wanted to shoot something out that's 15 feet, but Zoran's right there, because if I wanted to do like Thunder Wave and put him back into the wall, but it's a 15-foot cube, that means that Zoran would get hit with this, right?
Does it
It's a
originate on
15-foot
you?
cube off of myself, yes.
It says it originates on you, but the rules are kind of weird about a cube. Like, it's not actually centered on you. You're on one of the walls, so it blasts out like this.
Okay, so I'm on one of the planes and it's going 15 out from. Okay. I keep forgetting that. So the
It's
way
weird.
It has it makes it feel like I'm at the center of the 15-foot cube.
I agree, but it doesn't. Yeah, it's weird. I agree.
When they
I-
want you to do that, they always say a radius around you.
Yeah, or
Okay,
something
Okay,
like
because
yeah.
that would make more sense with fighting. Because I was like, well, I'm gonna mess me up if I do this. But okay, so I'm gonna do that. I am gonna on second level cast Thunder Wave. A wave of thunderous force sweeps out from you. Each creature in a 15-foot cube. Or does it hit you, Zoran?
No.
No, it's good. You're blasting exactly away from me. If anything,
Ooh,
it could
but
possibly
Gedlin.
pop Gedlin.
I forgot you were there.
Well, she could move 5 more feet up here if you want. And then that's not
Yeah.
a problem.
I can do that. There we go.
Yeah.
And then this one right here.
Mhm.
Gonna hit with Thunder Wave. I need a Constitution saving throw to beat
Coming right up.
15.
Beat a 15. Oh, wow. 6.
No. Okay, so it's gonna take 2d8 of thunder damage.
Ooh.
So that's only 8 points of damage, but it does get pushed back 10 feet. So I'm just gonna throw it essentially back into this wall.
Okay.
And
Very good.
And then I guess I can't move up anymore, can I? Because I use some of movement. So my bonus action, does that let me? Sorry, actions. Here we go.
I've been counting the distance
I'm
you've
good.
gone. You could go one more space here if you wanted to, but it's not gonna.
Well,
make
I'll
much
keep
difference.
advancing on it then,
Okay.
just a little bit.
There you go. All right. Now it's Jacoby.
Jacoby is going to take one step forward and, you guessed it, shoot it with his bow.
I thought he was gonna poke it.
Or poke it with an arrow.
Marika's right there.
Does a 22 hit?
Don't hit me! Don't
Yeah.
hit me! Don't 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 hit me!
Poke, poke, poke.
You sound just like it.
I'm like bird hunting with Dick Cheney.
12 points of piercing damage for the first shot.
Except
All
Jacoby's
right.
not using birdshot.
It's just what?
Jacoby's not
that
using
takes it
birdshot.
down.
Right.
Initiative
Oh.
dropped. That was pretty anticlimactic.
I was going to say, does a 29 hit?
No.
No, it doesn't. He all of a sudden has better armor class.
Make sure to get that square helm.
Yeah, Marika, you want to grab that helm?
Absolutely do.
All right, make sure it's notated as a square one in your notes. That way, if we keep track.
All right. I have a square helm,
And the triangle helm.
or do I have a triangle one?
You
No,
have
you
the
got the
square.
No, this one's a square. Somebody else. That's right. That's right.
Is anybody interested in having a god inside them?
Potentially. I don't know. It's
Fine.
weird.
Buy me dinner first.
I haven't decided yet. I don't know, man. Like, I'm glad yours is cool, but like, it's just it's not all of them, but it's that one, you know.
I feel, if I'm guessing correctly, I feel like this one I might be willing. I don't know. I'm pretty sure he's neutral.
Okay.
If nobody else does, I'll take it.
What did Papa Zodal was known for?
Now, do you want the helm? Is that what that is?
No, who opens the sarcophagus?
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Or who takes the item, right?
It's whoever opens the sarcophagus. The item is not connected to the god. It's like once you open the sarcophagus, the god rushes you, and then.
Yeah.
Also, wasn't there some mention of treasure scattered about the top
There
of
was.
the
Mm-hmm.
top of the tomb? While Zorn and Davri are figuring out which one of them is interested in having a god inside them, Gedlin's going to be eyeballing that treasure.
Just looking?
Well, I want to investigate, see what it is, see what's there.
Just looking?
Yeah, I'll just look. I won't touch it yet.
Okay. Just checking.
Yeah, no, yeah. I just kind of want to see, is it coinage? Is it gemstones?
Gold,
What do we got?
gems, silver, crystals. Not crystals, but diamonds, I guess. There's a whole bunch of it. I think. Let's see here. Most of it I can't tell you right now. So.
Okay. You guys want to do this?
So what is this though? Are we just opening it? I feel like it's a
No. We're gonna bow to the. I'm gonna bow to this thing. The no-faced
no-face
guy.
one.
Yeah.
And then I will be the one to open the sarcophagi, I guess.
Sure. Let's see what
I'll keep
happens.
an eye on everybody while you do your thing.
Real quick before we do that,
Crazy comes around.
I'm just curious what's down here. What this is.
That's the
the
bronze shield.
That's the shield. Okay, perfect.
Yep.
Okay, I'm ready to bow.
Okay,
Looking
you
at
bow.
looking at my spells real quick. I guidance myself. Okay. I don't know what else to do. Bow.
Do I hear any clicks or anything like that?
Checking one last detail. Let me see here.
Now that I
Actually-
think about it, no face might be a 1, and you were just supposed to bow before the shield.
Maybe. There's a lot of different ways this could go.
Yeah, and it's even complicated for me to figure out too. So it's not as simple as it could be. As you bow, Zorn is able to open the sarcophagus. Nothing terrible happens, but you do see this. Strange shadows shift across the walls, forming the outline of a long-legged bird. Its beak stabs at you as a voice echoes through your mind. You will do as I command! And then
Don't-
I need a charisma saving throw.
I don't want to, but we maybe
Okay.
could be friends.
You can definitely accept the Papazodal without a saving throw
Oh,
necessary.
no, I
Ooh,
just meant
but-
I don't necessarily want to do what he commands. The
Oh.
charisma save was a 20. I was just role-playing.
Oh wow. Okay. Well, you don't have to do what he commands because he did not inhabit you. Inside of the sarcophagus, you find.
I don't know if that's what I wanted or not.
You find this.
Ooh.
That is up for the taking. Anyone who wants the Amulet of Health.
All right, who's got low constitution?
Ooh, wait, let me see mine.
Everybody?
Actually, I have pretty decent constitution, but I'll always take it. I need a little more help.
I can
think-
see
so
that
I think
being really strategic.
I think everybody could benefit from it.
I do too. I'm in the weird place where I technically don't have an attunement slot. And I don't know that this item is the right one to drop some of the stuff I have.
So I definitely have space available, because part of taking in my god means I get an extra attunement slot, which is really cool. And I still have one open.
Thing is,
So-
those gods give you a benefit when you accept them, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a power and a flaw. If you were not aware of that, you could change your mind.
Can I retcon that?
Sure, you could willingly fail the save. That's fine.
I think I want the god.
Okay. All right. In that case, the bird spirit it's drawn into like your chest, and you feel it kind of get like sucked up into your head, sort of. And this is what you get with Papazodal. He is an Eblis. He is shrewd and conniving. While inhabited by Papazodal, you gain the following flaw, which overrides any opposing flaw. I bow before no one and expect others to do as I command. While inhabited by Papazodal, you cannot be surprised. You gain advantage on all wisdom checks, and you never take damage from falling. That's your power.
Hell yes!
That's pretty
Cool. Yeah.
That power, I think, is worth that flaw.
Yeah, no kidding.
So actually, like, it kind of fits Zoran. Like, I don't know if I've been doing a good job at it, but I did describe him as kind of conceited, and so now he's just like extra conceited.
Like a little more bossy than normal.
Yeah, essentially.
Does that mean you want the Amulet of Health now, too? You want to trade
I
it
was
out for
gonna say,
something?
I propose we all roll for it, since I think
I-
everyone could benefit from it.
Here, I'm
I
gonna
don't
make it.
necessarily need it. I can see the three of you all benefiting from it.
I'm gonna make an extra claim for myself, which
You are
is
squishy.
that. Well, no, it's not even that. It's that when I'm using the other amulet thingy, I'm needing to make Constitution checks to not have awful things happen to me. If I understand it correctly, let me double
And
check.
having a
that.
plus 4 to your constitution would be helpful.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, actually.
And then I won't ask for anything else for a long time because I will have picked up 2 amulets in the
Big
last
ass.
in one day. Let me double check and make sure that's exactly right.
There's good loot in this tomb. Like,
Yeah, I have to make a DC 16 Constitution saving throw each time, or deal with one of the awful effects.
I think it would behoove us all for you to have that amulet because I don't want to have to deal with
Yeah,
the awful effect.
and here's the deal. We can share this thing too. Like, I'm more than willing to, like, you know,
Well-
I could take both of these things off, but I think these things should stay together. These two amulets.
Here's the thing: attuning require like to attune to something.
Mhm.
It's supposed to take an hour. Like you're supposed to like have to
okay.
take a
You have
short
to
rest.
do it during a short rest. Like I'm
They
technically
kinda
not
wanna have it,
attuned.
Right.
I'm not attuned to the ghost lantern just yet.
Makes sense. Okay.
yeah, I'll just be honest. You probably could short rest in here if you want to.
Yeah, I figured we probably could.
should.
We
God, I don't want to
I'd
like.
rather be
could
Yeah,
even
like
drop
the
the
person-
door. Drop
Right.
the door.
Yeah, it might be hard to get out again.
Well, I mean,
Well, we just gotta pull the chain. It took 3
I think
zombies. I'm sure 4
right,
of
there's
us could
5
do
of
it.
us. Yeah.
Maybe, maybe
Yep.
not.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
no, that's actually extremely reasonable. So, if you want to.
Weird question. The sarcophagus is on a chariot. Can we move the chariot without too much hassle?
It's really heavy. It's kind of
Okay.
more of just a decoration thing.
Okay.
Were you gonna try
Uh.
to round up some zombies and ride around in a chariot, Zorn?
I definitely had something weird along that line. Yeah.
Marika turns into a giant elk and pulls it. Like,
Yeah. Yes.
That would be cool.
I have much
Well,
cooler ideas than an elk, but okay. I guess what are these elks that you speak of? What is an elk? Sounds like a
they
very
taste
weak name.
delicious. They're very large,
And in
horned
charge.
herbivore, and
Elk,
they taste
it's
delicious.
Slow cow.
That
No,
sounds weak.
fast cow. Cows are slow elk.
There you go.
I was about to say. Slow cow.
You've seen an elk before, Jared. Like,
Okay. I'm gonna give you the treasure here, and then we can call it a night in a little bit here.
okay.
All bird. What's up with the? Is the shield like giant or is it like a shield? Is there anything special to it?
Oh, it's massive, and it's bronze. It's attached to
Okay.
the wall. Yeah.
Decorative.
There you go. That is the treasure.
Oh, I didn't see.
Everybody gets a gold cloak pin.
Ooh.
Everybody gets 4 rubies. Hang on. Let me start adding this stuff. Nope.
And then XP as well. Let's calculate that.
Oops.
Oops. I can hear the Black Hills Rodeo all like 3 miles north of me right now because they're setting off fireworks. I was just there last night. I got a whole bunch of like video of the rodeo, and it was extremely loud. There was a guy riding a
What's
trained bull.
What's your favorite rodeo event?
I like the calf roping, probably.
The
I like
team
that a lot.
roping or the tie down?
So there was both. So there was breakaway for the ladies, and then there was tie down for the guys.
No, do they do team roping though? Where you have a header and a footer.
Oh yeah, they did that as well. I forgot about that one. Yeah, that one was cool. I don't know.
The
It
tie
was fun
down
to
was
watch.
always my funnest to watch. Yeah, the tie down was always my favorite.
All right, 875 XP per person.
Dope.
875, 875, 875.
So the only one who's missing out on that is Jacoby. I'll go ahead and add that to his character here.
Oh, thank you, because I can't do that from where I'm at.
I always forget where to put this dang thing. Manage.
And for excellent roleplay, Zorn can get 1 extra XP tonight if he wants. It's optional.
I don't want it. I don't want
You
it.
just give
You're
in, man.
I'm gonna donate it to charity.
Ah, you guys.
Hi, me. I'm Charity. You can give it here.
All right, so
Okay,
that I
so-
believe puts you at 8,000 or 86,535, right?
Correct.
Ooh,
Correct.
I missed some.
Yeah.
Then whoa.
86,535. 86,535.
Correct.
I'm missing more than just one. Then that's weird.
Go ahead and put it to what it should be.
Yep, I got it.
So this, wow, you still have
534.
13,465 XP to go before you're level 12, which is honestly, I don't think you're gonna get there before the end of the campaign, but I could be wrong. Who knows? We'll see. There's a lot.
We'll
there's
just
still a lot
murder
to go.
hobo our way through this.
Yeah.
Right?
Start picking fights with everything. That mirror looked at me funny.
By the way, everybody include like between the. Oh, there's a never mind, a gold torque. Okay. So everybody gets 4 rubies, 1 cloak pin, and then there's a gold torque worth 250, 3 gold cups worth 75 each. So I don't know how we want to split that up, but I don't know. I don't think it's actually going to matter that much.
They're kind of loud
golden
items.
chalice might be one.
Can you imagine carrying around gold chalices on you as you're going through a dungeon? That seems really
Yes.
awkward. Yes,
You
I
need 'em-
can, and I like it.
They're weirdly like they're a.
I can imagine a
You
lot.
need a like an ostentatious chalice to cast things like Hero's Feast. So like some treasures are spell components.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's what I'm wondering is if I need a chalice. I don't think a torque is specifically a spell component, but
I don't
maybe.
know.
Well, if it has a dragon on it, it is.
Oh.
For I think druids actually can get some of the new dragon spells, like summon draconic spirit, which is pretty cool. Summon a large dragon to do your bidding. But yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, I think that finishes up everything for tonight. You still have a few areas on this level that you could explore. So, but good job,
Super
guys.
irritated if we missed out on the wine room.
I think I'll ask for 1 group perception check before we close off.
Okay. Gedlin's gonna grab the torque.
Uh-huh.
He has it if anybody wants it.
All right.
Is
Dirty
it group
20.
perception check?
Oh man, that was good enough. That was what I needed to hear. Okay.
Filthy 19.
I got
Or
a
25.
7.
Filthy 29, I should say.
I rolled as low as I could without getting a re-roll, and I got a 7.
Let's see, I'm trying to select something and it's not playing ball here. I think that was what I needed. Boop! Somebody finds a hidden door before we close off. So there's a little thing for you to
Boy.
start on next week.
Hooray, beer.
Hooray! All right.
Raid door.
Thank you, everybody, for coming. I hope you had a good time. It looks like we ran quite
good,
late
thank you.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we started a
I
little
didn't
bit
realize
late.
until just now.
It was still like our regular 3-hour, 20-minute session or so. So
Yeah. Sorry about that late start, guys.
All good.
that's okay. I hope you had a good time.
I had a great time.
Good. I feel like that week off. Well, no, I don't think it was the week off. I think it was the prep I did before game today really helped me, because this was a difficult level, and the next level is even harder. Man, there are 3 chambers in the next level that will they're mind bending to describe, and I'm having a lot of trouble wrapping my mind around it. And then when you get down to level 5, the entire map is that way, and it is like the most controversial map concept that has been in any official campaign, pretty much. Dude, I am not ready for level 5, so please spare me and don't go down to level 5 early.
Everybody race down the stairs tomorrow.
I'm fine with level 4 if you want to go there, and level 3. I'm not ready for level 5 yet. This just I prepared what I had to in case you went one of the alternative ways down to level 5.
Maybe, guys, the door we found is a magical elevator.
Oh man, how do I give myself this ability from Papa Zodal?
I just put it in your notes.
I'll just forget about it. It's
you
essentially the alert feat.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I would either give yourself the alert feat or make a custom item in D&D Beyond that does that.
There you go. Yeah, that's a good
Okay,
idea.
I'll work on it.
If you, in fact,
Alright.
if you allow homebrew